Yes, my G. How we all doing, Northern King? Cornelia, Mr. England. Look at this batty fish here. Sir Jim Smith Jr. Watching the end of the footy here. Yeah, I'll say this while it's quiet, yeah. So we've had a little bit of drama, haven't we, the last few lives. I don't want to go down that road. I want to people who know me know what I'm about, yeah. I just wanna I just wanna put that out there now. Shuffling won't be on here tonight. If he comes in the chat, we'll leave him in the chat for a bit. Uh, just don't want to get involved with all that. Northern King, what's happening, brother? Mr. England, what's going on with PP? Everyone's falling out with PP. Go on, the PP. Yes, just man up, brother. I will stick this link out in a little bit, and it just for a chilled out chat. I've got my earpiece in, yeah, because I don't want to be too loud. Last few times, I need some new ones, like. But I have had it connected to me StreamYard a few times, but the last few times it hasn't worked. So, but I will stick the link out. Just don't want to be too loud tonight. Looks like this is going to penalties, doesn't it? Arsenal are out. I shouldn't even have it on because I'll be that far behind. You know what, Phil? No, right? Listen. Peggy, how you doing? Listen, let's get right. So I've had a couple of JDs, right? I've been on night shift and I've just done 3 12-hour nights, right? Absolutely fucking knackered. Been in bed all day today, which I never used to do on my last night shift. Because one of your days off, if you stay in bed all day, you just waste it, haven't you? And your body clock's all fucked up. But I was that tired. I was that tired this morning. I've just didn't set my alarm or anything. Woke up at 5:30 tonight. But in answer to Phil's question, right? This one, it's about dead, right? I've just grabbed them out the drawer there. I hadn't even thought about it. Got a couple of JDs. We've got a little bit left. So at the minute, pretty straight. It's about as straight as you'll get us. Look at this. Look at this batty fish here. So I'm going to try not to procrastinate. You don't start off talking about something and then fucking give me a fucking second. But I have got one, right? I've got four. I've got four of these. I've worn three of them out. There's a little bit left in this one. But this one here is half full, right? But it's fucking knackered. It's knackered. Just finishing this bottle of JD that I went and got from Tesco last week. Man up. What you up to anyway, Batty Fish? Where are you now? Are you working or are you on holiday or what? Oh, there's a little bit of puff left in that one, like. Just had a text message off my mother there. She's in Gran Canaria. First quarter final to go to penalties in 19 years. There was a few things that I did want to talk about. There's no point telling anyone in here or remind me on later because you never do. Aldi's turning into a nocturnal animal, isn't he? He's coming out in the night now. He must be on the night duties here. There's only you could do that. Like, oh, I did that. He had Phil. These old ones that I had, right? The first ones that I had, runts, I think they were called. And that's what happened. The chamber was full, right? I knew it was full, right? A liquid. And it had an empty, but it wasn't working. Couldn't get it to work, the battery. So after like weeks and weeks of just looking at it, like being devastated, I did think that. So I took it apart. Honestly, mate, it's like fucking treacle, though. Have you seen it? It's like treacle when you're trying to get it out. But I was using everything. In the end, I was using this 3 millimeter Allen key, right? It was the only thing that would fit in the chamber. So I'm putting it in, pulling it out was like treacle, trying to put it in the other chamber. Yes, Kers, how you doing? Oh, here he is, the old fishwife. I know, man, what's going on with PP, man? Why falling out with falling out with PP? You know what I'm saying? Say it's another bad thing. What don't ever? Somebody's added me, right? No one off YouTube. Somebody's added me into a WhatsApp group. Yeah, nothing to do with YouTube. It's a lad who we used to work with. It's his 60th birthday on Saturday. I didn't know he had that many friends, man. The phone's just beep, beep, beep. Ah, sorry, mate, I can't make it. It's quite funny looking at all the excuses why people aren't going out for his 60th birthday. Cat man, big up the cat man. But you just didn't turn up at the airport, or you just like totally blanked your first three flights. He's gonna be, he's gonna be a little holiday. Like, it's my son's 21st. I think I told you the other week. It's not a surprise for him. We just said I would take him away for a week. When the 21 and he's got a girlfriend. We've had a few holidays, but this will be the last one probably. Father and son type thing. So there will be Some good lads, I reckon, by the pool and that. Big G's in the house. Bam Bam's in the house. Big up the Bam Bam. Captain Jack. That dog, though, right? Let's face it, anyone who knows Shipit Steve, right? Which is quite a few of us on here. That dog isn't normal, is it? That dog's definitely got. We're all dog lovers in here. Kers, you probably think the same, don't you? Is it Gracie? Is it Gracie your dog's called, Kers? Is it Penalties? Uh, anyone who's got a dog, they all have their little traits and that, don't they all, obviously, you get close to them and that. But that dog Steve got, Captain Jack, I don't even know what it is, but it's pretty similar to yours, actually, Kers. Pretty similar to yours, like a little, sort of little terrier thing. But anyone who hasn't seen it, this dog has been with Steve for a long time, I think. The mountain man. But it's just not normal, man. It's just like a human being, you know what I mean? Plus, for one thing, it runs rings round. Oh, he saved it. Man City got a Real Madrid missed. Yeah, we're about ship it, Steve's dog, weren't we? It's just not human, man. Like, I'm sure he talks. Well, he does talk to it now, but I think think he really does. I think he really does. Like, really does like have some sort of like special relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's followed him. It's been with him for years. Living on that mountain. Where was that question there? It was a very good question there by my mate, the Fringe Swan. I'm going to stick this link out in a minute. Anyone wants to jump on for it? Totally chilled out chat. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting for this full vape to charge up. So I'll be there totally. I'll be totally there for the take at night. What was it on about? Yeah, it was a good question by Just Man Up. Where is a YouTube idiot? Big up yourself there, YouTube idiot. Yeah, exactly. This is the question, yeah. A lot of people will say, does it matter? You got timed out, you got blocked off flavours. But what you got to ask yourself, anyone who knows me knows that I get on well with flavours. So to be blocked, right? I know any mod can block you. He has had a lot of mods. He does have a lot of mods. But to get totally blocked, it was weird, when you're typing in the chat where you're not used to it, you're typing away in the chat and your message is not coming up. But when it happens the first time, you just think, oh, what are you doing? Man, see, you've just missed one. When you're not used to being blocked off a channel and your messages don't come up in the chat, it's like, what's going on here? So let that one go, typed another one in, still nothing. Then I realised there's something going on. Anyway, I was blocked. What's going on, man? Just whenever you've got the time and the money, mate, you know what I mean? I'm not cheap. Phil, I'm not even going to lie, right? I was watching Big Jet TV earlier, right? So I was watching Big Jet TV earlier, which is nothing new. And I thought, right, because it was a windy day, Heathrow, you know what I mean? And he had he actually had a view where the planes were flying over him, and he could see all the undercarriage and that. The undercarriage. Big G's favourite term, that undercarriage. Yeah, man, Peggy, I was. But anyway, I thought, right, I'm going to share this and put Phil Graham's name in it. But you're lucky you got away with it. Have you? What, you been proper blocked? Or timed out? See, I've been timed out, I think, but blocked. Block's a different thing, man, altogether, isn't it? There's the link there if anyone wants to come on and, like I say, it'll be chilled out. We could talk about drama. I just don't want no drama. You know what I mean? Was it? What was that? What's going on there, right? I've only just put it on. Like I say, I'm running on weird. Still running on night shift. Man, see if it's thingy. Big G. Just keep your eye out, Phil, for his relentless ribbing. He's definitely getting. He's definitely getting community post title at the least. You know what I mean? Just have to share the right thing, don't I? But we'll get him, mate. We'll get him. I was there the other night for the Jim Smith, PP Jim Smith mini fallout. I thought, because I've been on night all the through Real Madrid. Wow. Yeah, yeah, Phil. It's got Phil, Mr. England. It's got that jockey PP feel to it. I wonder if we're going to have a. I wonder if we're going to have a Jim Smith call out video. Like Jockneys. Remember Jockneys call out video? Is Peggy still in? That was fucking funny. That Peggy, wasn't it? I only say Peggy because obviously she's Jockney, good friend of Jockneys. Like, man up. Is there anyone in here who didn't see that? The PP Jockney carry on. That was YouTube gold. That, like, oh, what have they done today? Like, Kelvin's there. Big up the Kelvin. Kelvin, I seen you getting tanned out somewhere the other day as well. You wasn't happy, was you? It's not a good feeling, is it, when you get there? See, some people like Mr. England, he's not happy unless he's blocked somewhere. YouTube idiots, water off a duck's back, innit? But you didn't see it. You didn't see the PP jockey. Carry on. Oh, that was a while ago now, wasn't it? No, do you call out Monk as well? It's fucking hilarious, that. Are you by the river then, or what? PP? Have you got the rig set up, or what? I think you were on your way to. I seen you in the chat earlier on. Yeah, no, you were on somebody's panel earlier on. You said, oh yeah, I'm off to Bluebells. And I thought, I hope Moto doesn't know about that. It's Bible, John. If correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Bible John some sort of like murderer, serial killer or something? He did like definitely. He had a few sleepless nights there, and that was in his bed as well, not in his car. Because when he first jumped on, when LR first, I don't know if he hadn't been on before, but he sort of just showed turned up. Was I think I first seen him on Jim Smith, but he had his this before I knew him and knew what he was about. Julisa's boyfriend, so I honestly thought it was Julisa's boyfriend. So then when he's coming in chat, flirting with everyone, right? I was like, he can't be doing that. Was he getting away with that? Obviously, looking back now, probably still is, mate. That's where he is now. I was shocked by that. Like, I've got to admit, yeah, I was shocked by the crinkle on flavors. It wasn't just 10 minutes. He was on there for like hours and hours. Wasn't he? Then I was even more shocked last night when Ultra Collective was on flavors. Ultra. I've got nothing against Ultra. Like me and him were like that, and I don't know if there's people in here who remember that the Ultra Collective for since I started my channel was the first one in here. Shit happened, didn't it? And like, but let's not get twisted. I'll put it out here. I want to put it out now, right? Um, Ultra, the whole Ultra being a woman thing, yeah. The Dexter McPounce. People in here will know what I'm on about. That was created because of me, Fact, Zeus. It was created one night in a live when I was doing a live. Ultra was in. We were having a bit of carry on. I think he only had one account back then. It was always Ultra Collective. Uh, he created another account called Dexter McPounce and used to come in as like a cat, like just a feline cat, And we all thought it was funny, and then something happened, and he carried it on. When he got blocked, he used to jump in other chats as Dexter McPounce. It all got blew out, so that's coming from the horse's mouth. But he was on Flavor. He's never really got on with Flavors, but he was on Flavors as panel last night. Oh, do you remember it, mate? That's where it all happened, man, on here. Uh, and yeah, of course we have. Well, we all have, right? But the thing is, Peggy, when it all kicked off on Babs's and with Babs and banter and everything, that's too much hassle for me. You know what I mean? Um, but I never ever thought it would go to the point where it did. This is before the collective even jumped on panels. What you've got to remember, Jim, if you're going to take PP on, I don't know. I don't think there's any point taking PP on because he's never going to take anything you say seriously. You know what I mean? Although he did fire a live up last night, so he must have gone risky just a little bit. Like I was on my break and I've been listening when we get cheap headphones at work, so I could only hear half the combo. But I heard Jim going in on PP. I'm trying to read the chat line as well, sorry, people. Yeah, and then I went for my break in the car, plug me charger in, and his PP lad comes up, PP lad, Jim Smith. Fucking funny guy. That's it, man. That's the English out now, man. Just Liverpool flying the flag now, is it? Something. I'll tell you something when I watch. Does anyone? I know we all have our opinions on. We all have our opinions on Danny Crispy, don't we? You know, Danny Crispy, the bare knuckle champion. Yeah. So June the 8th in Newcastle, BKFC. We all know that Paul Venice is headlining the show. Yeah, Paul Venice has come back headlining the show. It's just been confirmed today on his channel, but that must have got leaked about who he's fighting. Some Serbian fucking heavy, But that was his show. He's headlining that, his first comeback, and I think that's quite important to him. The fact that he's headlining it, he's quite proud of that. But then I see a video today, 10 minutes long, of Danny Christie, yeah, saying that he's managed to talk the BKFC into letting him fight on June 8th on the same bill as Venice. Is he going to be will he be headlining that now, or I just thought, you know what I mean? He's going to try and going to sort of steal Venice's thunder there, isn't he? And they're supposed to be mates. Well, he's talked them into it. Because if you watch his video there, it's only 9 minutes long. He's only put it out today, and he said that it was him who got in touch with the BKFC and talked them into letting him on that show, because his reasoning was that he come out with that last fight without a mark. He's just come out with a training camp. He's just ready to go. He's ready to go, and obviously there'll be a bit of money in it as well, won't it? At the minute, it is. It's nothing like the American ones, or when I've watched quite a few of them. I think there's been 61 BKFCs, yeah. So it's still in its early days. But the ones that have been, I think they've had one in London, um, one in Milton Keynes, one in Newcastle, and they don't compare to the American ones, or when they go to Europe or whatever. But I think it is getting bigger. It's just we're tending to see the same fighters, the Jack Drapers, Brett May's been on there, Ben Hatchett's been on there, uh, obviously Danny Christie, a load, mainly English up and come, ones that are trying to make a name for themselves. But I think give it a couple more years, the big FC, the way the production is, Stevie, the way the production is, I think it's going to turn out all right. I watched one a couple of weeks ago. I think it was in Bulgaria. Bulgaria, you don't think of Bulgaria as a big like boxing fanatics, you know what I mean? But it showed you where the fight was, and it was absolutely rammed. It was absolutely rammed. freedom, bit of freedom of speech in here. You know what I mean? Like I don't, like I say, I don't know. I'd like someone to jump on someone with a bit of sense, and because just to tell me like what to think about, when you let people on your panel and whatever, who's let's just say who's not everyone's favourite. You know what I mean? This one will shock you. I put YouTube on about 2 hours ago. Jaggy Thistle. Jaggy Thistle was live, right? Clicked on. He only had 5 people in. I hit the link. I was going to jump on and talk, have a bit of banter with Jaggy. And I know a lot of people don't like Jaggy and got him knob out on the live, which is not good at all. Uh, but it was just like something different. You know what I mean? It was just like just to get up and talk to Jaggy first of all because I know he'd be shocked to see my name come up in this chat anyway. You know what I mean? But take that away. Take the getting his knob out on a live. Take that away. Like I know he's an ex-addict and whatever, but we all mates with the ex-addicts, man. Looks like the boy Tunesy's gone. Seems fucking Brenda at number 20. Brenda at number 20 nearly broke her back trying to pick a male up the other day. It was 2 sackfuls. Straight. I mean, how was that even happened? I know people are saying it's a wine. People are saying he's full of shit. But fucking Doris, I think her name is at number 20. Yeah, has been has been getting sackfuls of like hate mail. What's wrote on the front like Tunesy or I don't know. I think Tunesy's had a couple of nights where he stayed off YouTube and he's been racking his brains. How can I get out of this one? How can I get out of this one? And he's come up with that. He's come up with the old woman down the road who's ready to croak it. Uh, is a bit closer to croaking it because she keeps getting sackfuls of hate mail and dog shit through the door and that. Ethel, is that it? Ethel. I was trying to think of the oldest name I could think of. I come up with Brenda and Doris. Ethel's a better one though. Hey, bloody hell! What could Ethel's husband be called? Let's take it that she lives with her husband. Yeah. Sid. Hey, Sid. Look at all this mail here. What the hell? Who's bloody Tunesy? Who's Tunes? Who the bloody hell's Tunes? I know. I'm beginning to think the same. Yes, Julie's. Big up, Julie's there. Hey, so is that man? Julie's. Let's get this official now. Everyone's got a nickname on your channel, right? Now, am I Mooney or Dicky? Or is it Dicky Moon? Because we were having this convo the other day. I was saying to people in the chat, you only know you've made it on YouTube if you've got a nickname in your channel, you and Cindy's channel. So I don't know whether it's a private joke, the Dicky thing, with Cindy and the official name's Mooney. We'll go for Mooney because it's your channel, innit? Your name's on the channel. You're not going to get mixed up anyway with Mooney. Uh, Obviously, Cartman hasn't got a nickname yet. I don't know how you remember them all, mate. Good to see you here, though, and without a doubt, I've not on purpose been. There's a few chats what I want to go in and spend more time, spend a bit of my spare time in there. One of them, Julie's, Sydney's, because they do back me up. Plus, I get chilled out as well, and then Julie's does some late ones as well. She keeps Jim on the old straight and narrow. Hey, Julie's, what's it like, man? It's hard work, and it being a supermod for Jim Smith, man. Okay, now. You know what he's like with his lives, you know. I was going to say he does it as a gimmick now, you know, where he only highlights a couple of comments because I know he reads the chat. So I'm taking it now, right, that it's only you if it's worthy of being highlighted, it's got to be worthy. He's not just I highlight all sorts. But to leave that one on the other day, where what was it? It was after the roast of Tunesy by Teabag Tracy, and he left a comment on the screen all night about Tracy bleaching her ass. But I think that was intentional. That one, like you'd have to short that though. YouTube, you'd have to short that dumb good year or something like that. I think what makes me laugh is when you're on the panel with him, when Julie's is on the panel like with Jimmy, he's like quiet. Well, he's not quiet, is he? But he'd be like civil, you know what I mean? As soon as Julie says, right, I'm off now, the Jim just goes on one, and it's like, right, the girls have gone now. Are we doing tracky? Hey, track, you seen a bit of your lad the other day? Walking about in some shop. Were you, I think it was your mate's shop or something. Um, all we seen was your trainers and that, like you were walking about showing us all the gear. Was it like a charity shop or something like that? I'm not saying that because it looked like a charity shop. When you see one of our charity shops in Middlesbrough, you can't move. There's about that much room in the aisles. You're walking sideways. It's definitely going pear shaped after about 5 hours on gyms. Like, you kidding? You kidding? I only know what he's saying because I've watched him for that long, and you get to understand it, don't you? Here she is. So Cindy, it has been clarified now by Jaleese that my nickname is Moonier, but you still call us Diggy. Diggy's good, man. Mr. England. How old are you, Mr. England? 15 or 16, is it? Come on, pig, pig. It's not 60, it's not 15 or 16, man. Come on. to degree with that one, BP. That. Yeah, man. Does anyone want to jump on for a chill chat? Or you can still, when I say chilled, right, you can still like, you'd still have a bit of banter. You can still say what you want about people and that. You know what I mean? Poofy pensioner. You've got to hand it a gym though, right? For as potty mouthed as you can be, yeah. You never hear him. What's the word I'm looking for? When he's slagging somebody off, it's always something like that: poofy pensioner or gangster grannies. You know what I mean? You know, there's hundreds of them. What he says, he hasn't got the he hasn't got the brutality, you know, that some of them have. But he does drink Bacardi though, doesn't he? So buy now, pay later in the old charity shops. Some of them, man, now you get some there decent stuff. And you know, the last thing I bought from a charity shop, right? Not gonna lie, the last thing I bought was Trivial Pursuit. You know the game Trivial Pursuit. You know the proper original one in the box. I remember buying that about 30 years ago when it come out. Right? I think it was about 25 quid, £3. There was no wrong with it, man. It had all the bits in it. Even the even and being played, but the box might have had a couple of little scuffs, and that was it. Even all the bits of cheese were in like plastic bags and that. Our cards. That's what I mean. Our cards. He's been on. He went on someone's panel, didn't he? I think that was to do with people calling him Crossy. Correct me if I'm wrong, like Mr. England. But is that what you're going by, though, PP? Or are you going by the stuff you write? Because from the stuff you write in the chat, I'm not getting 15, 16-year-old vibes, right? And from his voice on that panel, I'm not getting 15 or 16-year-olds. So I don't know where you are. I don't know what you're basing that on. You know what I mean, but it's a little bit of YouTube, little bit of YouTube beef, isn't it? That's before I might have charged up now, Phil. No, I can only go to number 10 anyway. This one's plugged in, look, charging. Might be ready for a blast. Seems like a little bit of brown in that chamber. Not brown, I shouldn't have said that. Are we doing Eddie? Big up the Eddie. Eddie was getting a good mention on Saturday, wasn't he? And we were talking about the first 3D, yeah, not 3D, the first Friday night fight club, of which my mate Eddie was undoubtedly the star of the show, wasn't he? But we had Zeus on, and Zeus was giving us, let's get it right. Zeus was right in the thick of things, yeah, with the Harlan and the Ash and Kelly. Jim was there, reporting, and he was giving us the truth the other day, man. Not mincing his words there tonight. Got it working, man. The Jaleese, I had to laugh at a few of your community posts that you put out. The one about the spider. That was fucking funny. Not gonna lie, I hate spiders. Yeah. So when I had my own house years ago, I remember my mum and dad coming on once, and they had three, the yellow pages, three yellow pages, right? About what they're like, scattered in my front room, scattered on the floor, just lying there. And my mum was like, "What are you doing? Why have you got the yellow pages, like three yellow pages lying on your floor?" And it was because there was spiders underneath them, dropping the yellow pages on the spiders. Absolutely hated them. Doesn't matter how. Maybe not the money spiders, yeah, they're all right, but them big ones, man, with rigger boots and that, you have to laugh, don't you? Got someone in the back. I really hope it's him. I think it is, but if it isn't, we'll go for it.
Like, come
Is that
on,
you,
you.
brother?
No one's gonna fake being me, are
Get it. You know
they?
why? You know why I said that, King? This is Northern King people. You know why I said that, mate? Because normally you're under another name, I'm sure, when it comes up on the screen.
Oh, I start using the Northern King, like.
I don't know why, but how's it going, my mate? Long time no here.
Aye, spot on, mate, spot on. Yeah. Aye, alright.
Are you spending much time on YouTube, like, or not? Because I don't know why, but I don't see many channels now. I don't know.
Nah, not at the minute, yeah. My dad's not very well, and I've had a bit of a health scare myself, like, so I've just had a bit time, you know.
Have you?
Aye, aye.
Or have you getting it sorted like that?
Well, aye, more or less. Hopefully, I had a biopsy on my neck, like. I went for it,
Did you?
like, a few years ago. I cut myself, and I ended up in a coma, and I had to have a tracheotomy. So I had a tube in my neck, and I've got scar tissue from that, so I've got a bit of a lump there. And I went to the doctors with it because I was a bit worried. And they sent us for a scan, like, and they found all these lumps in the side of my neck. And I had to go and get a biopsy, like, but I've never had nothing but biopsy for about 2 weeks, so I'm putting it down as good news, like, forgetting about it and moving on.
Well, have you been watching Flavors? Because Flavors are exactly that as well. I think it's yours similar to that.
I've never really watched them for a while, like.
Oh shit, you don't get on with Flavors, do you? Oh, he doesn't
I,
get on with you. That's
I
bullshit.
watched them
All
on
that, though, isn't it?
it is, I take part of them now, like, it's alright now. I was watching them on Instagram the other day, like, it was live on Instagram.
Or does he do a bit on there? Like,
Uh,
I don't have
I think he
Instagram,
was
mate.
banned.
So
I think he was banned. Like, or his channel
yeah.
got banned on YouTube. So he got on like.
What do you so? Do you use Instagram like on a daily, like King? Do you get a lot of what do you use that for, mainly?
I just talking to people, really, people from YouTube, or Titchy.
Are you
Titchy
still
goes
in with
live on
Titch?
there.
Yeah.
No, we know I'm blocked, man. So I've had to go on a snitchy, Snidey channel, a Snidey account. There is videos. I've got a 2 hour watch along tomorrow.
Have you?
Oh,
What with
mate, the
Titch?
things. Aye, Titchy's aye. When he goes into body girls, like he's.
So when's he said all this today or recently?
No, yeah, I think this was Friday. My phone's full of teaching when I've been collecting it, but I just can't be bothered to edit and post it.
Yeah.
But I will. I was
He's
concentrating on
still
Danny
good
J,
though,
like,
isn't he, Titchy?
oh man, he's hilarious. Like, he's going to Amsterdam, man. He thinks he's the top man because he's going to Amsterdam. He's made it, people.
What, he's there on your on this premiere? Is he going to Amsterdam?
No, that's what he's saying. He's saying he's going to Amsterdam. He's saying he's only going to take €200 for a weekend in Amsterdam. That's all you need, man. You can get the best weed. No, mate, he's got to tell you people that make
Here's the
it.
thing, right? You know when he first come out, Titchy, right? When he was with Ballygirl, he was in that flat and he was doing the cooking and all that. Was that the first
Aye,
you'd
aye.
heard of him, or had he already been about?
No, no, that's just when he first come about, wasn't it? That
Was
was
he?
when he was brand new. Aye, aye. He hadn't been about then, like.
Oh, so I've seen him right from the start, like, because I followed him right from when he used to do that, cook that chili and that in his mad kitchen, didn't he?
Aye,
You
aye, aye. Used
remember
to get
them ones?
Ballygirl with balaclava and aye. He
I
lives in a
still can't
hostel.
believe, right, from that she's turned out like she is now, and it's got like, well, she must have always been like that, but because we always used
Mate.
to look at her and think, what are you doing with Titchy? But now it's like the other way around, don't you think?
Mate, no comment.
The, the things she's coming out with now, man, are unbelievable. Like,
Nah,
basically saying
nah,
she
nah.
was a prostitute and all that, and oh, she's horrible.
She was smoking crack on her live the other day, man.
Was
Nuts.
she?
Aye. Good job I
Well,
don't put you
our
in
mate
anyway.
Leo got involved with it, didn't he? Do you know Leo off Moose Channel,
Aye.
Moose Channel?
Aye, aye. I seen all that,
I
like.
didn't
That
see
was a
that
bit
one
nuts.
coming, like,
I mean, either, like.
yeah, but Titchy's like, yeah, 2 hours of Titchy. So, you know, did you ever, let's get it right now, right? Did you ever have like a thing with Titchy where he'd let you show all his stuff without
Well,
striking you
it
or
wasn't.
anything? Would you have like a good relationship with him at one point? Or you know
Well,
what I
I
mean?
asked him, he used to ask us to clip my eye, and it was all right until someone said that he had a band on an underage girl, and I asked him, and then he says, right, we'll do a live, and you can clip it. And then it all come out, like, and then she contacted us, and she said he was forcing her from when she was 13 till she had the two babies, like. But then my brother died, like 2 days after that one. I was gonna do a proper thing with her, but then my brother killed himself a couple of days later, like, so I didn't do it, like. I wish I had now, you know. I would have cheered us up.
Fucking hell, mate. So what's your situation with Titchy now? Do you talk to him on Insta or don't you just think his stuff?
Nah, he blocked us. He's got us blocked, like. So I just nick his stuff off of another account.
So can he still do copyright from stuff off Insta or not? If you nick
Oh,
some
I
off
think,
Insta, can he
aye,
still?
aye, I think so because it's still under copyright infringement, isn't it? But I don't think you know how
Isn't
to
it?
do it. Like, you'd have to send them links, but he normally deletes them after he's done them. Like, so he's got no proof. You know what I mean?
Is,
So all he could do really is put in
is he big on
at the end.
Insta?
He gets 4 or 5 people watching his lives. He goes
Is
live
that
with
it?
4 or 5 people. Hi, yes, I'm normally two of them.
So basically,
Uh,
he is a joke, and he's nothing like what he says he is.
no, I know, man. He lives. He's yeah. He says he's going to eat the best food, man. He has like a greasy spoon cup, and he's like, "You people don't know what this is. You people don't eat like this. What must you be used to, you know?" He's crackers like.
So where do you think he gets any of his money from? Where what income has he got? Is he doing a bit of dealing and that? Do you think he's like a street
No, he's
dealer or
on
something
PIP.
like that?
He's on PIP. He's on all his benefits. He's classed as schizophrenic. I think. I think he is schizophrenic. Like I think
So
he's
he's a
just a liar.
character
Like,
then. He's just a character, and
his
he is
character
still
was
funny
it.
though. I mean, that's the main thing. He's funny.
He is funny, but that's it's not intentional, is it? You know, it's just, he thinks he's a road man and that one. I was watching him live
Do
before,
you
but I
think
wasn't clipping him.
Ballygirl still loves him?
I do
Do you
actually.
think she
I
still
do. I
loves him?
do. I do. That's the way it looks to me. Like,
I
but
do. I do.
uh, I didn't see what she can say to him.
Basically,
Like,
all it just shows you how like. I mean, we never see the face, did we? When she was with him, she always had the belly on, didn't she?
Oh yeah, I should wear
Uh,
a balaclava.
or you
Like.
seen a little bit of it. It's all
Wait,
makeup anyway, it is.
he posted pictures of them a few weeks ago on Instagram, 2 weeks ago on Instagram, posting them together, get back and I saying he loves how and that, how he made a mistake and how he's changed his life and they should go back together.
Was he?
And then all that stuff with that, like on Monk's channel come out, and then he deleted all them posts. He went out hating us, I've never liked you and that, things like that. Oh, it's crackers like, but
I was
he's
still
still
shocked
well
at
taken
that one though, that Leo had anything to do with it. I mean, have you ever followed that Axel Rose? Have you ever had anything to do with him?
I used to talk to him on Instagram sometimes, like,
He's
he's
disappeared
come
now,
back,
and
like.
he him and Rachel, was it? Was it Rachel?
Rachel, I think I would disappear like it. That come up from Megan now, like,
That was crazy, that man. And then for
Uh,
Leo to jump in on it and say he's had her around his house, Valley Girl was sticking up for Leo. I was like, how the fuck does she know Leo? And it turns out he's been knocking her off and that.
she
Fucking mad.
thought she could move in or something, didn't she? She thought she could move in, like, mental,
Yeah.
mental.
So I bet you sat in your
So,
dressing gown and I can't talk to you without talking about the king of dressing gowns, innit?
I've actually got my clothes on that one for once, man. I'm at my dad's outside in the garden
Have
smoking a
you?
joint, drinking a coffee. Oh, must be the
Oh, you
first
jumped on
time.
a panel the other day, didn't you? I watched it back
Shufflings.
when you jumped on to have a go at Jay Belfast, didn't you?
Since I've been sending things, I've never sent him a thing in my life.
Why has he said that?
I didn't
Why
know.
would you
He's
do
obviously
that?
smart. I didn't even go in his chat, you know what I mean? I've got no idea, like. See, we had the same problem, like, we had a stalker. We had a stalker who used to. Can you remember when I went on the cesspit? In
Yeah.
what do you call that? Polly Grey or whatever you call it, jumping after us. And she
Oh
was
yeah, I
saying that
remember that, yeah.
he had the same problem with her, Like, she was, oh, no man, she was sending us like 16, 17 messages a day, and I never used to reply, It was mental. And then she twisted it, but I still had all the messages, So, crazy.
Fucking hell. It is. That's why I got
Uh,
rid of Insta, I got it. I had it for about 2 weeks, right, King? And
yeah.
I only added a few people. I'm not even going to say who they are, right? It might have been you, I don't know. There was three or
I
four
was into
people I
Insta.
added, and there was one of them that hammered me with loads of messages about it. I thought, no, not personal messages, forwarding stuff
Jude.
on,
Yeah,
that I
Jude.
wasn't interested in. I thought, fuck this.
Was it Jude? Irish Jude?
It wasn't you, no, mate. No,
Oh, you've been lucky there then.
no.
You've been lucky there,
I
like.
never added, like I say, I only added a few people and I got rid of it after 2 weeks because it's just causing loads of shit.
Oh, yeah.
So, Danny G, let's have a little word about my mate Danny G. So, what was the last video he put up there? I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't know, mate. I haven't looked at it either, like. It was some, health and healing or something, wasn't it, about his hand? Where he stands and he meditates. And he thinks his hand's going to get better.
Yeah, he's
What do you think of his
called it
golf, man?
blood pumping or something. Huh?
Blood flow. What do you think of his golf?
You know, mate, haven't you watched? If you watch me, mate, you'll know what I think of his golf. He's a dreamer, isn't he? He's
Mate, he got
funny
a
as
hole
fuck,
in one
though,
when
mate. But
he got a hole in one when he was 12 years old. Let that sink
he's the
in,
only
man.
person in the world who's had four hole in ones who's not a professional.
Four hole
Seriously,
in ones,
he must
exactly.
be.
He should put the lottery on, shouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to even describe Danny G to someone who doesn't know him, isn't it? Like, how do you describe that fella? He's fucking round the bend.
He's just a compulsive liar, isn't he? That's what he is. He's a compulsive liar. It's just the way it is. He's a compulsive liar. There's no other way to say it. He is a compulsive liar. It's just how else can you say it, though, man?
Well,
What else can you say
that
to him?
sort of covers everything, doesn't it? If you say that, it covers everything that he does because it's all bullshit, isn't it? Every single bit of it.
It is one of these. You call him Danny Two Shits because if you've had one shit, he's definitely had two. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
I actually used to
But
talk to
you know
Danny.
what gets me with him, right? You know what gets me with him is his facial expressions and that. You know when he's talking and when he
He's,
goes serious, he'll change his face, won't he? Oh, it's so
he's
fucking cringy.
desperate to
Cringy
be
is
an
the
actor.
word.
He's desperate to be an actor. That's what he wants to be. He wants to be in the Vikings Valhalla.
It's it's one of them where you're watching him, right? You're thinking, oh, I need to turn it off, but you can't. You just want to keep watching. It's just that bad, though.
And
Anyone who
I
hasn't seen
know.
him, go and watch any of it. He does this on a daily, doesn't he? It's on a
And,
daily
and
basis. Talk shit.
some of the whoppers he says, though, you're like, how can anybody believe him, man? You know, and all these little subs and that, you must have about 10 loyal people who just believe anything he says. You know, I mean, if you watch his chat, half of them just take the middle of them, like.
Oh
But,
god, yeah. But some of his videos do all right, don't they? He does all that TikTok and all that, though, doesn't he? And
well, he wants to,
gaming.
he's got
That's what makes him even more
65,
weird.
he's got 65,000 subs, hasn't he? He wants to do all right.
But that's what I mean, right? It's only YouTube. I've only seen his YouTube stuff, but I know for a fact he spends just as much time on TikTok and
Well,
Rumble or whatever it is, and Twitter.
Clip YouTube used to clip his TikTok and his whatever he used to game on, like he used to tick it and he gets hammered on there, like he mustn't have mods on them because the chat was just hilarious, like then he must have spent 5 minutes trying to block everyone. It was quite good, man.
Right, I haven't watched any of his gaming stuff, right? But he says he's really good. He buys like the new COD, right? And he'll say, "Oh, I've nearly finished it," on the same day. One of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know whether he's bullshitting with all that. He must be because I haven't seen him play any games online. But I bet
That's
he's
what he says.
shit at them as well.
It was saying today if he had a bit more time, if he spent a little bit more time playing, he would be a pro. He's as good as a pro. He's a pro everything, you know what I mean? He's a pro bullshit running.
That's the only thing he is pro at, like. But what got me with him, mate, was the Jamie Trollen thing because, right, straight question: was Jamie Trollen YouTube clip YouTube?
No, he wasn't. No, when that was happening,
No,
Clip YouTube was serving in the army.
it really wasn't, was
Definitely,
it? That me and you were
nah,
saying
definitely
people
wasn't him, mate.
that was not him.
Mate, definitely not him. I mean, thing was, I'm gonna put it to us, it would sound like they had a similar accent, but someone who from down that way told me the accents were totally different areas. It's like people from down south that always call Mackems Geordies and Geordies Mackems. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can't tell the difference between the accents.
But that's what got me because I looked deeper and deeper into that. The more he thought it was him, right, and the more I thought to myself, it is not him, right. But the more Danny said it was, it just
Yeah.
made me. My mind was going crazy. Because he was like, you should have dickheads tattooed across your head, or everyone who doesn't think that that's Jamie Trollen is dickheads, proper going into one. And
Yeah.
I just thought, fucking hell, Danny,
Well,
you uh,
that that's because
weird.
Flip was just pointing out all these lies, wasn't he? You know, he was pointing out all these contradictions and lies, and obviously Danny doesn't like it. You wouldn't let it get proved a liar every day on YouTube, would you? You know, would just you didn't like it, would you? So that's why he
It's like,
said
how
things
does
like
his
that.
wife put up with it? As his wife, how could you put up with that every day? She must be the same, or wasn't
Well,
she?
that's why
You
he
know what
went
I
for an
mean?
older woman, in it. She obviously doesn't think she can do any better, you know. Well, that's what it is, like, bless
Yeah.
her. I went out
Yeah.
against her or his kids, like, at all, like, but,
Are they his
oh,
kids as well? This is just one thing that to be cleared up. Is it that's his daughter? Because I thought that was his son, didn't I? And you corrected us. I thought that lad who he trains, it's not even his son, is it?
no, it's no his son, no, he just trains him, like, James. He's got his own channel, James. Like,
Is that just a friend then? Is that
aye,
not
aye,
even a
just
relation? A relation?
no, but Danny's a personal trainer, isn't he? It's his only client.
Fucking hell.
And I think it's only because James is more
See, I
fast than
thought
Danny that
that
we
was
go
his
down.
son up until a few weeks ago. But it's his daughter, isn't it, who lives with him as well? Is that his
Aye,
daughter?
aye, aye. I think so. Aye, I think so. I think so. Yes, yes. I didn't really. I say I didn't think there were like, but then someone was saying there were, so I didn't know. I didn't want to. But I didn't know.
So he's another one, right? Because Northern King's like the main clipper, he's the main man for clipping. You know what I mean?
I'm the main man.
And what was it? I've just had one of them fucking vape man books. Totally gone now.
A bit of weirdo.
Totally gone. What I was going to say. Something about. Oh yeah, I tell you what, I don't follow, right? Karate Marty, I don't know much about him. I know he's full of shit as well.
I've never
Where are they
followed him for
like
a
on
while. Like,
the horizon? Like, are you
I've never watched anything to him for a while. Like, but yeah, he's a liar and all. Like, he, he's another one. Like, but I think he's more credible than Danny, to be honest with you. Like, and that's saying something because Friday Morty is a big liar. Like, but I
here?
don't know.
Before I forget, when you say Danny there, what do you think about Danny Christie talking his way onto that fight card, the Venice fight
He's
card? Did you know? Have you
saying
seen
that
his
Venice
video today?
thunder, is it? Well, they're gonna have a co-main event.
Exactly, mate. That's what I thought
That
straight away. I thought that's out of order because that
it
was
is exactly
Venice's
that.
show. That.
The last fight, no matter what they say, the last fight's the main event. No matter what they say, like you can have a co-main event, man.
So do you
But I
reckon he's
suppose
going to want to? If he's main event, Christie, do you reckon we're going to go that way?
why? They'll say it's a co-main event, but whoever's last main event, everyone says that one. That's just the fact that I didn't have to probably go 50 because he's the British champion, isn't
I know for a fact
he?
that Venice will probably come out tomorrow and say, "Oh, well done to my brother Danny for getting on the same car." But I bet you anyone he thought the same as us straight away.
Yeah, yeah,
That's the limelight took off him. You know what I mean? I
exactly,
don't care what he
exactly.
says. That's what he'll be thinking.
Yeah, that's what I think. And all like he
Oh,
stole
another one
Venice's
as well.
line, like,
Yeah, 100%. Um, Paddy Conroy. We both know Paddy Conroy, don't we? I'm sure you
yeah.
follow him and that. What he got his channel took down, man. Did you see the meltdown he had, mate?
And well, aye, but someone's took it down, making false claims. Burkett's took it down, and he
Oh no, yeah,
making
yeah.
false claims, saying he's the other
Well, is it
people, and
bird
he's
shit
not.
like? There was
Aye, aye. Burke admitted on his bird shit admitted on his channel. He did it like he's taking them all to court now. Man. He's taking
fucking
Marie
hell.
Howarth, Boogies. He's trying to take them all to court for slandering things. All these hard men going to
That
court, man.
Maria
Now.
Howard, I've seen her. Where are we likely to see her over this
Uh,
side? What sort of channels is she going?
Brian and Emma. She's friends with Emma and Brian. She's coming to mine. Yeah, she's all out really. She's all out.
She was used
All
to coming here, but I know that name. But I think it's all I always hear Paddy talking and Brian, and I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
whether.
sure. I'm sure she's a child protection officer, like non-swimmer.
Oh, is she? Right.
Aye,
What in the you'd think someone like that wouldn't have anything to do with this side of YouTube, would you?
she just checks everybody that's who found out about bird shit. Like, oh, that's who found out about these three rape allegations. Sorry, I keep saying it. I'm not used to these panels and these
No,
false words.
do you think that matters? Like, do you think that matters? Like,
Just if you monetize, or just not monetize them words or whatever, or the sections of your video or whatever. I didn't know,
but
man.
even
No,
if
I
you
didn't
just
know.
say it, even if you just drop it in, like every now and again, the combo, surely they're not gonna. They're gonna.
Oh,
Does it not look?
not the certain words that you can't use. There's certain words that are banned on YouTube. It's mental.
Is this with these new laws? Or this law recently, like on YouTube, or was it always
Yeah, but
been like that?
no, it's
Yeah.
getting worse. It's getting stricter. Like it's getting stricter. It's getting loads stricter. Like ruining it. That's why everyone go. Everyone's going to that rumble. Like, but I didn't have. I'm not good now. I'm too old now to learn new apps. So that.
Is that? Are you being serious there? Because I don't know. Like, so you do
Oh, I can't
your
be
own
bothered.
editing and stuff.
Aye, aye, aye. Oh, I can't be bothered to learn new
I
apps,
can't
man.
even do that though, King.
Oh, it's easy, man.
I
It's
can't
easy.
even do that, mate. I'm shit. Terrible.
Just use InShot or on your phone, InShot. That's all I use.
I had that
Excuse me.
CapCut or something, right, and I couldn't even use that.
I think that's similar to,
What
what I use. Like,
is it?
I've got
Mm,
that in all. Like, I used to use my laptop, like, but
yeah,
I find it quicker and easier on my phone.
here, so Sunderland and Boroughs. Is Sunderland season over, or can you still get the playoffs?
Mathematically, we still get the playoff, like, but it's our.
Sad, isn't it? Like, I mean, at least we got to the semi-final of the FA Cup. Like,
We won the favourites to go up, like. But what the youngest squad in the league,
I know. Who?
We have, son.
What do you say?
We've got the youngest squad in the league.
Oh, after.
Aye, aye.
What's
I think
that? What's the average age like?
it's 23. I think 22, 23.
Was it?
We've got loads of young ones, but we're selling quick
Is
now,
that
man.
that? It's. I mean, I haven't watched much. I haven't watched much of Sunderland this year. Like, I couldn't tell you hardly any of the team. I know you've got a. Who's that lad up front who he
Oh,
looks
Milner,
good? You've got Bellingham's brother, haven't you? Got
aye, aye.
Bellingham's
He's,
brother.
he's, he's a canny player, like. He's a canny player. Bellingham's little brother, like. Bellingham's normally at the stadium, like, watching him. He's normally
Is
there,
he?
like. Aye, aye. Here he comes, like.
He's just got through today, and is he a Real Madrid or Bayern?
Yeah, he's at Real Madrid. He's the
Bellingham.
best player in the world, isn't he? Bellingham's the best player in the
Yeah,
world.
they've just
Aye,
yeah
just
they've
beat
just
it
got
up, aye.
through them.
I haven't
Mm.
really watched football for a few seasons, man. A couple of seasons,
Shite.
like since COVID. COVID killed it for me, like the break in COVID. Since then, I haven't watched much. I mean, it goes wrong. I've been spending a lot of
So
time
have you
with
ever had a
Ronaldo.
season ticket?
Aye, I used to have a season
Did
ticket.
you go to Joker Park much? Joker
Aye, aye,
Park.
I used to love Roker Park. Like there was nothing better than Roker Park. Like, have you ever been, Moon?
One year my maker's nose broke on the way back to the car. Shocking, man.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Noisy. It's a noisy stadium,
And then I
wasn't it?
got filled in at Newcastle, didn't I, as well? So I don't go any of the away games now. Not
I
them
used to
two
get locked.
anyway.
I used to get locked up every Sunday Newcastle game. Like, I used to get locked up like for nothing. Every time it was for nothing. I never used to do anything. I used to get locked up. Everybody used to get locked up, and I never. I was nuts. Crazy. Like,
Is it still like that now? Is it still as bad as ever now with them two or them two teams?
they don't do it at the stadiums. Where they sometimes class at the stadiums, but the firms just meet. They usually meet at the Seaburn Beach, like some of fight on the beach. Mental, like, well, at least I'm not doing it where
Well,
families
are
are.
these all? I bet there's a
Uh,
load of people like Dave Smithers there, isn't there? From back in the day
Yeah,
that still think they're
there's a
rock
load of
hard and
old
that.
men in that, man. A load of old men still turn up, man. Still like a gun. It's crackers. It's mental. People just grew up in
Fucking brilliant, man.
football. And
Some new beats going on. PP's falling out with Jim Smith now. Have you seen this? They've been arguing all fucking night, mate.
not trying to get the chat on.
Can you?
No,
Oh,
every
they're
time
all
I try and get
slagging you off, saying who's this? Who's this Mackham?
the probably are, like the probably are.
Um,
Every time I try and get the chat on, I
nah,
kick
they don't,
myself off the
mate.
panel. Ah,
Yeah, you know what? My phone's dead. Oh, you king, right? Were you in? Cause I've been on nights the last 3 nights, so I kept being listening to a bit of shit. But, were you in Paddy Ward's this morning or yesterday.
And yeah, it was him and PP live. Yeah, him and PD
Yeah,
together.
him and PD. Yeah, funny as
I
fuck.
think I've seen a little bit, but I fell asleep. I think I fell asleep.
Oh, mate, last night, PD, right? I think it was on Patrick's channel. He's just started doing them on the night, like after o'clock. I don't know why. And PD's been jumping on like his co-host.
Yeah,
And this morning he was in a pub or something. He was looking after the pub. PD, did you see it?
no, PD was. Oh, PP.
PD was
Oh,
PD
PD.
right. Had
Aye,
his camera on. He's somewhere in Liverpool or something, right? And
yeah.
Patrick Ward I think it's his channel, and but obviously he didn't have his camera on. There was about 40 people in about 5 o'clock this morning. Funny as
Mate,
fuck.
that's a proper
All
little
those
event, isn't
lot,
it?
there was loads from here. I can't think who now. Where Joanne Graham was there. All the people that come out at
Aye.
night, we were all in there for about another 30. But PD put his camera on, and he said, "Oh, I've got my own pub." He was just walking behind the bar in this pub that was empty and just pouring
Yeah.
himself like a Guinness. He was absolutely mortal. So I don't know where he was, but there was no one
He,
else
he,
there. And he was offering everyone out on the chat now. It's funny as
do
fuck.
you not see him going nuts the other night? He
Yeah,
was going nuts.
yeah, I
He
did,
ripped
yeah.
his top off and that.
Yeah, seen that.
Who's that? Who was that against? A big fella.
Some bloke from Scotland, wasn't it? He'd
Was
arranged
it
to
not
meet
that?
him in Dundee or something, didn't
Was it not that big fella who
he?
used to
Dundee, I
go
think it
on?
was.
Did he not used to go on the Shadow Bacon's channel?
Yeah, I
I'm
think he
sure.
did.
I'm sure he used to donate to the Shadow
Here,
Bacon.
King, I've seen that Beezy. That Beezy's been popping up, in chats.
Ah, that Basie's all over, isn't he? He's alright, Basie. I think he's just having a laugh, you
Is
know.
he?
I think most of the more lines he's alright. Pac-Man's not Pac's alright. You know what I mean? I when I'm
Pack a punch.
like when I'm I pack a punch when I'm doing when I'm doing a premiere like they come with me chatting.
Well, he's Danny's
That,
top mod, and he pack a punch. Danny G.
aye. They're alright, man. They're alright. They just like the last thing. You see the banter in it, you know. I was just thinking, how can you be mod like, but they just like the banter like. They obviously didn't take them seriously.
Yeah.
Obviously, something for the
Well, it's
mentally
some
ill, you
sort of
know.
cult. Well, that's what
That
it's like a cult over in Danny's, isn't it?
no, it
It's
is.
like he's
He's
got them
mod. He's
all
mod.
brainwashed, hasn't he?
He's got about 10 people. Like I don't. He's about 10 people, and the rest like leave like funny comments. No.
Yeah. Did you see that one, King You Will of, where he was just? I think he was being ultra creepy, wasn't he? Like in the last 2 months, he's been like really creepy, more than usual. But when he was
Aye.
talking to somebody in the chat, and he was saying, "Do you want to come and stay at my house?" and that, and
Oh,
oh,
Beasy.
fuck that.
Beasy. Aye,
Was it
aye. I
him?
think it
He was
was.
saying
It
he was
was Beasy.
on his live. He was, oh man,
Aye, I
honestly,
think
that
it
was
was.
just
I
pure
think it was.
cringy. Like,
Then he was going to say the Beasy. You can
imagine
drink
wanting to
from the
go on
horn.
stage as well.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah. With
You'd have
strange
like a
man,
Viking
mate.
music on
One
the
of the
volume.
strangest I've seen on here. One of the
Like if you
strangest
listen to
characters I've ever seen on YouTube.
the things he says, right? If you watch the TV series Vikings, if you watch that, it's Danny's based his whole persona on that. He lives the
Is he?
Vikings series, his life. I watched it, you know what I mean? I got right into it now. I bought an axe. You know what I mean? I bought an axe. I got out of
Oh,
it, I
I've
bought an
seen
axe.
it all, mate.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
So he thinks he's Ragnar, does he?
Aye. If you listen to him, man, he's always
Or
saying
is he
rocking his
Floki?
speeches. No, he's Ragnar.
I'd rather be
But
Floki, me. Like, Floki was my favourite on that show. Like,
yeah, he's
it
mine.
was a
I like
good show,
Bjorn.
that, though, wasn't it, mate? Did you watch it all?
I did, mate. I did. I've never. Did you watch the
Brilliant
second?
series, that.
Did you watch that Vikings Valhalla?
Too right. Well, we couldn't wait
I've
for it to come out.
I've never seen that. Like, and have you watched another one? No, lad. Last Kingdom.
Yeah.
The Last Kingdom. That's good and all of us there and all. I watched that before Vikings.
You know what it is?
Have you,
It's the same stories, but they just put their own little like spin on it, don't they? It's the same characters in all of them, innit?
have you seen the movie? The movie that's just come out on Netflix, The Last Kingdom.
How long's that been out?
Couple of months, few months.
Recently, like really recently. I haven't seen anything Viking
I
wise
think
for like about a
uh,
year.
it's it's do you know the Last Kingdom? Have you seen all this? It's within the last year, I think. It's just a film. It's just a film of that. They brought the film out. The same actors and that.
Yeah, apparently they're doing a prequel to the Game of Thrones. Have you heard that?
Mate, I've never watched Game of Thrones. Like
Haven't you? Wow,
I put it on, and
fucking
I
brilliant,
put it on.
mate.
Man,
Why?
I enjoyed it. I put it on. I started getting into it, and then she got some dragon eggs, like, and that just killed it for me. Like I didn't like that mythology. Like I didn't like fairy tales and
It
dragons.
gets a
And
bit crazy, like at the end. It gets a bit
uh,
crazy at the end, like. But
it's not for me. Like
yeah,
magic and wow, I didn't like it. Like so when them
yeah.
dragon eggs come out, like I turned it off.
What is that? So you never think dragons existed? Like,
Nah, why not prove it? You can't prove it. It's you're nothing. To all it is. Like religion,
hey,
prove
you're
it.
so
Can't
king.
prove it. You're nothing.
When I see you popping up at 4 o'clock in the morning in some chat, right?
Yeah,
I'm taking it that you're like stoned, then, aren't you?
yeah. I'm known. I smoke a lot of weed. I'm never really stoned like, but that's when I'm at my dad's normally. I sit up all night, I sit in the conservatory and because I'm normally busy with him. Like, and when he goes to bed, that's when I get stoned, So, aye,
Funny as fuck, man. You were always when I used to remember when I used to do those mad lives from work at like 3 and 4 in the morning, showing you around the
yes,
factory and that, right?
yeah,
Couldn't get away with that now, mate. I've just done 3 night shifts, right, King, in the same factory, right?
yeah.
Could I fuck do anything like I did a year ago in that factory? Not a
How was that?
chance.
Too many
Cameras
people.
everywhere, right? We've been took over, right? There's cameras everywhere, right? The whole
Oh,
factory's just changed. It's all we are 90% Nigerians in our factory, believe it or not.
you work
Nigerians, mate.
along the road from me, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I went and, well, I've worked too. I've worked at Stanley and at Sedgefield.
I'm Liverpool man, like.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, mate, I couldn't do anything like that now. I wouldn't dream of it. It's just totally changed. The whole factory's changed. It's like
What do you do, like, man? What do you
um,
do, your factory?
we we basically we make food packaging. Where anything you buy in the freezer or a sandwich from Greg's or whatever.
Aye. You make
The
the plastic
packaging that
for
comes in, we
that.
make that.
Aye.
But it's like injection molding and stuff like that. And I just change the tools for the machines that
Yeah.
make the certain products. I just change the tools. I've
Oh,
done it
right,
all my
aye,
life,
aye. So
but
like a
no
fitter.
word of a lie, mate. I'm absolutely right a wreck tonight. I've just done 3 12-hour shifts, and
Oh,
I'm
you
just aching
working them
all over. Like,
continentals? Aye.
yeah,
I used
I
to work
used
them
to laugh at
continental
them,
shifts,
me.
like.
Like, I used to love them. Killing me now, like absolutely killing me.
We worked a mad shift pattern, like we worked like five night shifts. Oh no, two 12-hour day shifts Saturday and Sunday, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, night shift. Then you had 3 days off, and then you were in day shift. Then you had afternoon shift, then you had 7 days off, and you were in Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. Oh man, it was nuts.
Mad, aren't
I
they?
didn't know where you were at, man. I couldn't plan nothing. It was just mental, like instead of doing just 3 shifts, you know what I mean? Mornings, late nights.
Mate,
Used to work.
they reckon night shift takes years off you, like. They reckon it
I
takes
used to,
years off, doing
I
night
used to,
shift.
I used to work permanent nights, like I used to love it, like I used
Did
to
you?
love it. Oh,
It's not normal, though, is it? It's
for
not
five
normal,
years, I
though,
did
is
it.
it, really?
Nah, not really, like nah,
Work in
couldn't do it now.
generals, seriously, I could quite easily, happily retire tomorrow, mate. None
I'm
of
more or
this
less
worrying
retired now,
about.
like.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
good.
I'm more or
That
less
you know.
retired now. So that I
You know,
can
when
go
I
back
was on the
working
sick
mostly.
last year, I think you were still. I think you were watching, weren't you? When when I used to do the Mad Lives, painting the walls
Yeah.
and stuff
Aye, aye,
last
aye.
summer. So that was
I used
when
to
I
see
was
them
on the
for that.
sick.
I used to see them when my insomnia was bad.
Fucking bad though. It's better. It's better than the content I'm putting out now, mate. It's fucking shite.
What do you
At least I
mean?
was painting the wall outside and that. And
The content you're putting out nice, top notch, man. Top notch is not every day
yeah,
you get the same
you
amount of
think?
power. Oh,
No, what do you
right,
think though? You right, King? You've been watching us right from day one, right?
yeah.
Seriously, from day one as well, right? So what's do you think I'm still the same now? Like, oh, what's going on now? What's
Nah,
happened?
I think the success is definitely gone to your head. Like the success is definitely gone to your head now. When you know when you
That
hit
it?
that 1,000 barrier, you monetize. You're not the same. Like I don't see in other people's chats now. Too good for that, aren't you?
You know what, mate? I'm like that. You know when you've made it right, when you go in a chat and you know that you're going to have to reply to about 20, 30 people.
That's why
You
I
know what I
don't
mean?
comment no
I
more. I
used
just
to,
sit and watch now. Especially if I'm on my phone,
I
I cannot
know,
see
yeah,
I cannot see the screen. So if I'm on my laptop, I didn't mind because I can leave quick. But when I'm on my phone, stop that. I just watch.
I know, man. It's like
It's exactly if
I
you've got
am
20
lazy
people,
now.
you're going to say hello. It's so
I know, but some of the best things, right? Some of the best stuff on YouTube is said in the chats, and it's like it's putting the
I
thoughts
like the
into
chat, like
words quickly, isn't it? Quickly, you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like getting the thought out your head into your phone and into that chat.
It is exactly. I like the chat like especially when people like Phil Graham in it, you're gonna get a laugh like
Well, that's it. This is Phil Graham's go-to channel, man. You know what I mean?
uh
That's got to be a bonus. It's got to be a plus, hasn't it?
well, of course it does. He hammers you man, he hammers you. It's his favourite pastime.
Well, here, look at yourself, man. You don't go on any panels, King, dear. This fella doesn't go on hardly any. Well, I remember the
I mean
first time when I think it was Shufflins and Archie's, wasn't it? Remember when you went on there?
aye. I think that was the
It
first
was
one.
about 5 o'clock in the morning.
I used to go on panels before man moon, yeah. Before I was in a way, even when I was first coming out community, I used to go on panels, but in like business, when business like business and religion and that, like foreign channels.
Yeah.
And I was
Did you?
stoned. I used to join their panels and could turn the camera on. That's just sitting on the couch smoking and joint stoned. Used to last like
Did
eight
you?
seconds. Used to kick. Oh, I
Fucking
stood for
hell.
a laugh. Oh, it was funny. Like, and that one where they read your tariff. Yeah. Like they read your fortune and things. Actually, them man
Oh, yeah.
stoned.
So what
It's
happened to
funny.
all that? Why did you stop doing all that? Going on there?
I got an old community like, and I thought that my trace is back. Like, you can have a picture of us.
That
And then I went
YouTube
on
idiots is on to you now, mate. He'll be up
uh,
all night looking for your old clips now.
I'm surprised no one clipped us when I was on the cesspit and my camera come on and I was shouting at golf like I was hammered mood.
That's
I
funny.
was standing,
That was funny as
standing in the
fuck.
pub beer garden.
That was
Oh, it
funny as
wasn't
fuck,
funny.
that man.
I think that
Yeah,
was
it
the last
was
time I
like,
got drunk. That was the last time I got drunk. So bad.
yeah, I'm surprised Garth ever forgive you for that, like, or
He's
anything.
all right. No, he's all right. There's no like
Really.
I'm surprised now. He's mental. It was mental.
Garth's still YouTube gold for me, like,
Oh man, he still offers to fight everybody, man. He's like, right, pal, I'm coming up with that. He's ready to go off. Everybody's getting to go off the turn of like, he must wake up the next day and think, oh my god, what did I do? Do you remember when he was here
he's
dressed
fucking
as a
brilliant, man.
Terminator, waving that toy gun about? Oh, what would you do that for, man? Oh, crazy
And
behaviour.
when you look like Garth does as well, just to top it all off, you've got the worst egghead in the world. You know what I mean?
He has got a code head, has he? Right, no,
Oh, I
man, I got
swear
me
down,
the dad.
right?
I'm
I
gonna have to jump
couldn't.
off.
Yeah, man. Respect, King.
Right, no bother, man. I'll speak to you in a bit, man.
Big love, mate. Respect. I'll
Right,
catch you about me.
right. See you in a bit,
Respect,
man. See
man.
you later, people. Bye, bye.
Respect, man. Can't really top that. You know what I mean? When you get an hour with the Northern King, yeah, the Northern King. You see what he's like, man. He's just a gadget, proper gadget. Apart from he wears dressing gowns and that with hoods on, he's got a massive collection of them. Just spend 80% of his life in you might call it a house. I've heard people call it house robe, or in the northeast, it's a dressing gown, yeah. There's another one, Torbinator, spends 80% of his time in dressing gown as well. So if you're going to spend that much time in a dressing gown, you obviously going to have to like it, aren't you? And it's going to have to be comfy. So this is why the Northern King is amassed the wardrobe full that he's got. I think he does have one. Well, he's probably got two or three for each day if you want to do. I think his favourite, he told me once before, his favourite is this black. He said it's some sort of mink or something like that. I think it's mink, you know, some sort of banned animal fur, you know what I mean? Black with gold trim, like the colour of a tiger. A big hood with real mink all the way around the edges, like a duffel coat. And obviously with the gold embossed on the back, TNK. That's his favourite, he once told me, like. And if he hasn't been out and that, because he gets them made as well. There's this woman to make them for him. They're like one-offs. It's been kicking off again in the chat, you know what? Jim Smith's still in, so must be something going on there. I haven't got a clue what, like. Evelyn said, all right, Gav, what's happening, Gav? You absolute batty fish. It's YouTube idiots. It's Kelvin. It's Jim Smith. I always wanted to do that. It's a bit sad, isn't it? Back in the day. I think it happened to Shipit Steve. He got left on Pablo's panel. Pablo fucked off and left Shipit Steve, yeah, with about 300 people in the chat, and Shipit Steve was just like, hey, it's funny as fuck. But he always wanted, I always thought I could do a better job, it's Pete. Pablo was another one for dressing gowns, wasn't he, the batty fish? Yeah, but that's the sort of thing, like when I come on here tonight or set this live up tonight, couldn't have asked for a better person, to be fair, than like the Northern King, you know what I mean? Proper gadget, man. And without being sentimental and that, without being sentimental, because I know we Eddie's in it as well, and he always gets jealous. I think the Northern King was like in one of the first chats that he used to go in ever. He just He remembers me jumping on. Was one daft afternoon YouTube Asylum Rob before. Oh, I just knew him as Rob, you know what I mean? But he's now the YouTube Asylum. But in the early days, well, my early days, uh, I used to watch his live streams, and he used to get about 70 people in there, and they were just. I used to see the people in the chat and like just watch it and think, oh yeah, I've got to jump on here. And I did. I jumped on right, and I can't remember who else was on. I started going on about like gravy and that. That I hate gravy and stuff. That's all I remember of the chat. I remember everyone in the chat saying, "What are you mad? You don't even like KFC gravy." I'm like, right. So let's see if I can catch up what's going on here right from now. Jim, 50 quid is not enough. Told you, lay off the Bacardi. Put 199 down. 100 and a thumbs up. What's Jim saying here? PP, if you get a date, hire one of them road sweepers with the big hose to clean out all the cobwebs and shit. Alright. Aldi's picking up the gingers there. Pick up the Aldi. There's YouTube idiot. Jim, PP said something about £50 and alcohol wipes. Oh yeah. PP, Jim wears Mr. England t-shirts made by Teesprings. And Mr. He has Jim Smith t-shirts. What a pair. Classic PP, like I've told you, don't mess with the PP because he can go all night long, man. All day as well, dude. saying that, saying that Mr. England could probably, yeah, I don't know. That's a fucking tough one, that. Mr. England won't be happy that I've even put PP in the same league as him, mate. But to Mr. England's hit list, PP is just like alphabetical order, you know what I mean? Getting brutal now, like Oldie. Oldie's my trusted spanner at the minute, and by the way, people, he's running. Oldie's letting whatever's going in the charts, it's all on his back, yeah. Although he's a guy, he just do a bit of graft like Oldie. I was saying last week, you do a bit of graft, mate, for the channel and that. You always share my channel, you always share my lives, and you always stick up for us, mate, in the chats and that, you know what I'm saying? I know. Believe it or not, though, Oldie, you're the best of a bad bunch. You know what I mean? When it comes to being taken seriously and that. I mean, we're talking about Smithers, we're talking about Darrell Adams, Slim Reaper. And you tell me one of them I can trust like all day, you know what I mean? It's just you. I trust that. I trust that little tiny little bit more, like 1%. So Teabag Tracy, let's have a look. Is PP sticking up? Is he back in Teabag Tracy, is he? So cheap. Definitely getting Jockney vibes here, like Jockney PP call out video vibes. Surely we are. Is it just me? Like, oh, that's what this is going to come down to. And Cartman's just thinking, what has happened to my mate, the angler PP? No wonder he doesn't catch anything. His mind's not on the job, you know what I mean? Oh, is he regurgitating jokes, mate? You can't get away with that. Boss dog, yeah. So Boss Dog is I've forgot the amount of times where he's like hasn't even been in the chat, and I've dropped a joke that I've used before, and suddenly he's jumped into chat and said, "You've said that. That's twice you've said that now." Every time I do it, man, absolute baddie fish. He's probably watching now. Too stoned to even type. Never mind massage a brisket or whatever it is. Absolute baddie fish, any man. Where is he anyway? I haven't seen him today. Like, I think he was live yesterday, but I think he might be ill because he said that if he was ill, he was still had a big drag in his mouth. Change colour. You should have just said, Calvin. Is it? It's not bringing anyone's epilepsy on or anything, is it? I don't even think anyone's watching. They're all just arguing with PP. But yeah, Calvin, mate, you just have to ask. It's got about 5 different settings, bro. You know what I mean? It started being Jim Smith, Calvin, or Scouser. Where's Scouser? That's another fellow I want on night. Last night there was absolutely nothing on, so I was listening back to Scouser's live last week. You know, the one where John Smith came on. John Smith come on and he was fucking mortal drunk one early on in the night, Friday night he was. And I hadn't been like on a panel with John Smith for ages, you know what I mean? And he was proper funny as fuck. And it was the same night that about 3 hours later, John was walking through Cardiff telling everyone, calling everyone nonsense and that, wasn't he? Like mortal drunk, and Callie was like telling him to fucking get home and all this shit. But Scouser was trying to tell someone on a panel yesterday, last night, or try to tell them that he had John Smith on his last live, and Scouser probably just couldn't remember any of it. Like, done it no justice. It was like he was about 5 hours as well. All the who's winning here, who's getting the upper hand here out of Jim and PP. Because I think PP's taking a few of them on, and he's definitely taking Jim and Mr. England on. You know. Yeah, I see you getting timed out, Kelvin, or blocked the other day. You had to use a few accounts. Could see you weren't happy, I get on, mate. Rightly so. I know you're on a few people. You're on Jim Smith's radar now. There's been, and I think it's totally out of order to even put you in the same bracket as Bright 77. It's out of order, like. I must say, on that said panel, yeah, on Scousers the other night with John Smith, PP did give us a rare glimpse of the beauty out of his back garden, yeah, and he's shown us all these fields and all that, and telling us about the deer and everything. But he then, without warning, turned his camera around and did show his face for about 10 seconds. You know, he wasn't trying to hide it or anything, but ooh, you need a haircut there, like PP, bro. That is all I'm saying. That was about as crazy as I've seen your Barnet uh, for as long as I've known you, mate. To be honest, crazy Barnet. At least you're not it, Gav. At least Gav 2 weeks ago felt felt that bad about the way he acted in the chat, right? That after the live finished, He sent me a comment, like he left a comment on it, apologising for his behaviour. That's when I know it's bad, like. Oh, fact, mate. You know, I haven't seen much of fact lately, but yeah, an hour and 45 minutes have been on, mate. Yeah, and you've already missed like a classic hour of Fly Me to the Moon, man, with me and the Northern King, man, just having a joint in his dad's back garden there. Jumped on and we just slagged everyone off. Oh yeah, tomorrow, any Titchy fans? Is it that bad? Like, oh, you have to tell us about. I have honestly haven't been watching it right now. But Nostog's entered the fray now. Let's have a little word about Nostog here. What the hell has he been drinking on Saturday? You've been drinking, you've been drinking hooch, prison hooch or something, Nostog. Honestly, man, he was fucking brutal. Man, and he was in the chat when Shuffling was on. I was like, oh man, I just knew it. There's no way I wasn't going to let him on, you know what I mean? But I knew he was fucking hammered. Funny as fuck, though. It was funny. Uh, yeah, in fact, we've been slagging everyone off, man, on YouTube. We went through the lot, you know. Um, I don't think there's anything that we disagreed on as well. Like, when you watch someone on YouTube and you try and you have your own opinions on everyone we mentioned tonight, where me and like the Northern King have totally the same opinions on them, which just makes it worse for me to take any of them seriously. Like especially Danny J, mate. You know, endless, absolutely endless. That fella. I think everyone would I'm, I'm pretty sure that everyone on here, apart from Jim Smith, right, would quite willingly pay a fiver each to see somebody fill Danny Jane. Fiver each. I would. I don't think Jim Smith would like he's skin a fart, wouldn't he, Jim? Has he gone like PP has? Oh, PP hasn't. He better not have started his own live up, please. That's when you know it's bad if PP starts his own live up in response to like the chat. How we PP, mate, just show your face. So it hasn't been that bad, has it? Has he? He's so bad. Is that what he said? Like it was a 1%. Come on, PP. I've seen PP switch phones like mid live. You know what I mean? What have you been saying to him, like Jim? Was it a Bacardi fueled rant? Apparently they have, mate. Oh, should we have a look outside if PP's gone live? Like that. That will be right. He's fishing, isn't he? He's fishing, man, isn't he, PP? I'm sure. He's definitely left the building, like, ain't he? 100%. No, not yet. But look, you've definitely just ran him off, or he's tired, or Randy's entered the building, the top shagger. He's probably just come off a 2 hour session there. Pick up the Randy. Who's got crocodile shoes? Like, got a brilliant joke about crocodile shoes, but just think I've already told it. I can't be asked telling it though, not a chance. But it's one of my favourite jokes. Facts, who've you been having the most brutalist beef with on here late over the last few days? Who's like your number one victim? I tell you who's constant, right? Benny Ballbag, yeah. aka Benny Bongwater, Benny the Bin Dipper, whatever you want to call him, yeah. Uh, he's still doing it up till today, man. Proper jumping on anyone's channel like a pure beggar. Just man up. So Randy, yeah, Randy used to go on a channel that we all went in, most of us in here now, about 2 years ago, right? Called the Pod Refs, and we all got to know each other in there. But as quick as that channel came, it went. So, and Randy was one like who sort of lost touch. I hadn't seen him anywhere in any chat or anything for at least a year and 18 months. And then just pops up in the channel, man. Just pops up in the channel, man, a few weeks ago. Funny as fuck. He's been in every single live. I would say I'd put money on it. I told Kelvin, like, everyone else, I don't know, I don't know, but I've known Kelvin right from the start, yeah. And out of every commenter he's ever wrote, ever since I've known him, that's like, he's probably never wrote that before. I would put money on that as well. I don't know where he gets it from. I don't know where he gets it from, like, but what I do with him, and he's cool with this, it's one of them where if he comes in the chat, you've got to read his next message. Just because you think you might learn from that what the last message was about, like the answer to his last text, his last comment. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, but it just oh, then have you been listening, like Randy? That's also good as well, isn't it? When you're lazy and like you like somebody's life, but you just can't. Not that you're lazy, but you just might not be in the mood. Sorry about that. You just might not be in the mood to type to the chat. So you just listen, don't you? And it's still good, man. I can listen to one of Jim Smith's lives back, no problem. Yeah, man. Have you been watching from the start, mate? Did you see the Northern King? JMU. Did you see the Northern King? That was classic YouTube, man. Classic YouTube. We didn't even talk about Liam Ditchy. Anyone remember Ditchy? Liam Ditchfield, aka Snitchy Bumberclad or Snitchy Rubbernut. Remember him? Me and King had a we both really disliked him, you know what I mean? And because he's just like one of the weakest people on the Titchy. Like. Yeah, so tomorrow, right? Anyway, I think you'll have heard of Titchy. JMU. I know for a fact that everyone else has. Ballygirl's boyfriend, little roadman Titchy, yeah, with his wonky eye and all that. He's Northern King's got a 2 hour premiere tomorrow of Titchy, and and he's apparently he's discussing going to he's either going to Amsterdam or it's about him going to Amsterdam 2 hours long tomorrow. The thing is with Titchy, you can't just listen to Titchy. It's you've got to he's got to have his camera on as well. You know what I mean? Just to top it off. One of them where if you're gonna watch Titchy, he's got to have his camera on there. Big up the Steve about it. What's happening here, man? Basketball, American basketball, man. So yeah, I do watch normal telly now and again. Where have you been popping up anywhere, Stevie boy? Uh, Flavors. I think I seen you in Flavors earlier. Pick up the Flavors, by the way. Uh, I've actually got Flavors. I do actually talk to Flavors on WhatsApp. Um, Not all the time. Uh, I've texted him a few times this week, because he hasn't been well and that. But you can still say it in the chat as well, can't you? So come to that. I still, I still can't believe how the amount of shit he gets. Flavors like just gets pure shit, doesn't he? And when I've said that with him before, he said, "What you on about? I don't get shit. What you do, man? Get people ringing you up at 9 o'clock in the morning, man, arguing with you off YouTube and that. You know what I mean? Like, how does it get to that point? Where people ringing you up, man. I think PP's the classic example. PP has openly told us that he once got a phone call at 6:30 on a Sunday morning off Stig. Stig wanting to pour his heart out to PP at 6:30 on a Sunday morning. Like, I hadn't organised it. Just didn't matter what time or where PP's wife was or anything. You know what I mean? That's when you need to take a back seat in it when it gets to that point. Like, 100%. I just like all the time though. About you know, like I follow Flavors all the time. I was watching him today. Watching when I got in from work this morning. He was live at 8 o'clock. Uh, flavors. You get a few moods of Flavors, and I've seen that mood that he was in this morning. Uh, yeah, it's just weird. You get about three different flavors. You know what I mean? with the one this morning. He was quite humbled, you know what I mean? Humbled. But then I think when I woke up about 3 o'clock, I think I put it on and he was still on money. I hadn't seen any. Mate, honestly, right? A mechanic would probably, even though I work with tools all day, right? I know a 10 mil from a bloody socket set and a, what you call them, a torque wrench and all that, right? I know all that, but when it comes to cars, mate, absolutely no idea how a car works or anything. Would never dream of trying to do my own brake pads or brake discs or anything like that. Like, I've been watching a few boxing, been watching a few uh, just this last few hours before I started this up. Yes, brother. Yes, 210. Big up the 210. I like this gadget. You know what I mean? Chilled out. Cool gadget. You know the cool gadget, but he's a scouser. You know what I'm saying? So he's had a good night, and you know Arsenal and especially Man City are out. He'll be buzzing. Let's have a little word on our tunes here. So is it getting to the point where this is probably the longest that we've never had anything off tunes in there? So I'll tell you where I'm at. Where I'm at now is tunes hasn't like posted anything for about 2 days, but he did. I did see something off YouTube Asylum where he like, and he tried to get a Monk's panel. That was it, and explain it, but Monk wasn't having it. So he got desperate, didn't he? And he was just sending comments to all the big hitters, wasn't he? Saying that was it Doris or Ethel? That Ethel's been getting sackloads of fan mail and that, and anthrax, dog shit, turd in a box, all addressed to Tunesy. Is anyone missing him yet? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been watching some boxing already. Um, I'd never even heard of this fellow Charlo. Has anyone heard of Charlo? Was it Charlo? He fought Canelo. I think his last fight was Joe Canelo, and he beat him on Joe Canelo. Watched him on points. Watched the whole fight, 12 rounds. Yeah, he stay right. So in the Argentinian and Brazilian leagues now, surely they must have loads of quality players in them River Plate and Boca Juniors teams and that, the big teams. Why don't we? You would think we would see a lot more over here, wouldn't you? Like your Janinios and yeah, the twins, aren't there? There's a couple of twins. I didn't even know him, but he fought at the first fight I watched. Right, Steve. He was that Charlo was fighting a Mexican bloke, and he went 12 rounds with him. Took everything he had, like the Mexican. Never, don't think he went down. And then the next fight I flipped to was uh, Charlo v Joe Canelo, and I hadn't seen that fight before. And obviously I didn't know who'd won because that Charlo was unbeaten in the fight I'd watched before, 31-0, I think it was. Are you mad? Being serious? You wouldn't get me anywhere near a game like that, mate. I'd have to get my kicks from somewhere else, man. Mate, you know what, right? Man, I'm not. I like boxing, right? But I'm not into all the technical stuff with boxing. But just watch any of Joe Canelo's had some at like 60 fights, something like 450 rounds of professional boxing, only being beat twice. And he won't even be happy about that, but he, that was to Triple G, wasn't it? And I can't remember the other one. But man, what a fighter he is, man. He's just standing there and he's coming at you. He's coming at you for 12 rounds. I don't know how we do it, mate, boxers. What the hell? Stay done, you know, Gab's fitter than he's ever been, man. Can you see him playing football the other week when he got his fake trophy? Got a trophy in that, pretended that he'd won his all his games and that. But he's like, he'd been down to the shop the day before and bought a trophy for himself. Like, that's what he's showing off. Like, the truth is, they brought him on as a sub, right, because they were desperate. They said, "Oh, Gav, have you got your boots?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So, like, as a last ditch attempt, because they were down to three players, they brought Gav on. Didn't even have no laces in his boots. That's how bad he was. Very good. Yeah, yeah, it's good, man. The atmosphere isn't that, eh? Did anyone see? Did anybody see Sparky's shorts this week? Where I think he's been to see UB40 at the O2, and it was like just a bit of footage, you know, from his seat. It's absolutely rammed, man. I've been to the O2. I bet there's 15. I bet it holds 15,000 or something in there. And UB40. I didn't even know they were on tour, yeah. But that was a good atmosphere, you know what I mean? But football wise, the Riverside, I don't know, been to some good games there, like European games as well, like, but still only holds 35,000. You know, you can still have some good atmospheres, but even at a small ground, you know what I mean? Look at some of the FA Cup games, man, and when a non-league team gets Man United, man, the ground usually holds about 500, but they've built a whole new stand just for this one game. Their atmospheres. Funniest thing I ever seen, man, was in the that might have been the Paralympics blind football. Blind football. The ball had a bell on it, and that's how they played. Just think about it. And I'm sure it's an actual sport in the Paralympics. Does anybody watch Wimbledon? Yeah. So you know Wimbledon, they have obviously they have the main tournament. Yeah. Then they have doubles, mixed doubles. Then they have the veterans title, and then they have juniors, and then they have the disabled, where they're in a wheelchair. Let me tell you, right? Any of them players, doesn't matter if they get knocked out in the first round. Any of them, any of them people in wheelchairs who make it to Wimbledon to play tennis, right? Any of them are whopping the arse of us. Let me tell you that now. Lucky if you get one of the serves back. Lucky if you make a return and they're in a wheelchair, man. You know what? I am devastated, right? That I didn't watch the UFC this week because I heard everyone talking about it before it happened. But all I've heard all week is, oh, what about this fight? What about that fight? I haven't seen any of them. Now we're talking, mate. There's been a few, haven't there? Remember Gabrielle Sabatini, even Steffi Graf, after a skinful. Steffi Graf. I mean, she pulled Andre Agassi, didn't she? Does anyone else think that they're like look similar, don't they? Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf. Like they say, you go for people who look like yourself, don't you? Steffi and Andre. Then you've got Venus. What they call Venus and Williams. Jesus, definitely got a pair of balls them too. Yeah, quick shout out, yeah, YouTube idiot man. Respect for coming in my chat. You know what I mean? And like I said before, we've got. If you see YouTube idiots in the chat, straight away you want to be part of that, don't you? You know what I mean? But respect, mate, because you've been in the last few lives. Even though that last one was a bit nuts, just get a little bit serious for 5 minutes. That's Saturday night. You know, when shuffling came on and then Nostog came on, but even just like shuffling coming on, like I know it's pissed a few people off, like 100%. You know, um, it's not like a soft spot I've got for shuffling. It's just I just remember what he used to be like. You know what I mean? And that's I'm not saying anything. I don't agree with anything that he's a lot 90% stuff what he says. Um, I don't know whether it's me just being soft, but that 10% of what I remember him being like, and if you watched it, it was just we didn't talk about either shit on YouTube. But still, definitely at the minute, uh, it's a it's a very every now and again, you might see shuffling in. Could be doing that every week. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember. Who was it? Who was it? Who was with you that night when you were ripping the piss out my name? Who was it? The other day I thought I had it right. I thought, oh, I remember who it is. Uh, I want to say it was Mermaid, right? But I always got on with Mermaid. Yeah, I want to say it was Mermaid, right? But then I also thought it was Leslie. I thought, no, Leslie wouldn't do that, right? But I will get it. For all the chat who don't know what we're on about, I let it out the tunes that I was called Wayne. Yeah, you know what tunes is like. Don't think I'd said my name any before. He's like, "What's your fucking name then? What's your name then?" So I told him, and then he went on to start calling me Wayne Moon in chats and stuff. Wayne Moon, and when he said this Wayne Moon in a chat, YouTube idiots thought it'd be funny to say what mother calls the kid Wayne. Yeah, this is after I'd admitted that it was a shit name and that I wasn't that brutal. And someone else jumped in, right, and started like bouncing off each other. And I always remembered it was YouTube idiots, and I always have a laugh about it now, but he won't tell me who the other one was. He's being loyal there, like, that's what I mean, like, that's what you want to think. And like, you can't just you can't just watch one live where shuffling's on for an hour and change your opinion on someone, can you, surely? I wouldn't, I couldn't. Um, that's just me, though. What's Al saying that's very true. I don't believe it. You can't, right? As much as you respect, as much respect that he gets in the chat all day, yeah, he is right up at the higher echelons of the gadgie status, right, on this channel. But the only thing stopping him from becoming like the hairy ass gadgie is that he wears Crocs, and I just can't get out. I can't get past the Crocs. Like, he openly admits to it. I've seen them. I've seen them in person. I think they were brown or green. And I just had to ignore it. You know what I mean? I had to get past it. But they were about football. And it was getting stranger and stranger seeing Aldi still in the chat at 10 to 1 in the morning. Well, there you go. And talking to seals. He talks to seals while he's wearing Crocs. I bet even Marvin, right, and Merlin are both laughing at his Crocs. I bet he gets them out the water on the morning and they both look at each other and they're like, do we have to put up with them Crocs again all fucking day? Aki, I don't even want to imagine you in a pair of Crocs, right? So please don't tell me that you wear Crocs. And if you do, just lie and say you don't, because I don't want that don't want that to get in the way of the friendship, you know what I mean? I could imagine that, but that's on the low scale, line it. Seeing YouTube idiots be absolutely brutal when he wants to be, man. He's right up there with Mr. England, mate. Believe me. Thank God for that. Seriously. I mean, I'm only just getting over the. He's only just getting away with that all day. You know what I mean? I've had nightmares about things, man. They are a fair, they are a firm, they are the go-to footwear, yeah. Definitely for Nigerians because everyone who's at work now have all got them, man. Like crazy ones. I wouldn't blame her, mate. Seriously, I don't think anyone could blame her, not even a judge. Not even if, you know what, you could probably get away with a murder charge on the basis that while you were killing them, they had Crocs on. And it was, yeah, it's just something with, I think you could get away with murder, like, with that, like, you know, right? Can you all hear me alright when I'm talking this low? Can you hear me alright? Do I have to keep the noise down a little bit, that's all. So what I've got on my telly now, Joe Canelo versus Plant. Is it Plant Caleb? Oh, these mad boxing matches just keep popping up. You get a timeout just for that. You get a timeout for that, like not even an emoji or anything, just the word Crocs. Brutal that comment. Steve said he'd rather be deaf. Stop encouraging him, man. Oh, I'm fucking lost now. I'm trying to keep up with this chat, yeah, because I've been on these vapes. I don't even know whether Just Man Up said he's coming on there, right? Imagine that'll be some batty conversation, that mate. Especially with these vapes. Turn me into a fucking idiot. Not gonna lie. Oh, fucking hell, he's on. Here we go. Yo.
Cracking, man.
Hey, mate,
Yeah.
cheers for that
Right.
comment, bro. You know what I mean? That is respect for that. I was buzzing off that.
Yeah, good lad.
Nice
I'm
one, mate.
I'm about to fucking knock my neighbour's door. His alarm keeps going off, and it's fucking winding me
Yeah.
up. So I'm gonna tell him
Oh,
every time that alarm goes off, I'm gonna fucking knock your door. But he's got a ring doorbell, so if you don't answer, I'm just gonna tell it to the ring doorbell. Little fucking whopper.
so has
We'll
this
see what
been
reaction.
happening every
We'll see
half
what
an hour
reaction we
or
get.
every hour, every half hour it's going off?
It's a little fucking. Honestly, mate, it's every fucking 5 minutes, and I'll get little fucking. You know, I'm scatty enough as it is, and it keeps fucking going off, and it's fucking winding me up.
Yeah.
I think it's like he's got it to like keep fucking animals out his garden or foxes and that. It's going off.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's gonna get a message to fucking.
How-
If it ain't going by the morning, I'm
What's
fucking taking it down, man.
he like, man? Is he married or what? Is he
Fucking rat.
single?
Little fucking div.
Is he? Oh, he's not one of them. He's not one of them know-it-alls. Is he, like next door neighbours?
Little cunt, mate. Well, I might even batter him on the live, see what his fucking attitude is.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what he says.
I'm quite interested actually. Yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
knocking the door.
Because he's got a ring doorbell. I'm just turning
Turn
you
your
down. One
alarm
sec.
off, you cunt. Yeah, this is live TV, people. You know what I'm saying? The first thing he's going to say is like, "What's going on with your fringe, you?" Isn't he? He's probably letting that one go. And just thinking, "Who the fuck's knocking on my door at this time of the morning?" Oh, now he's getting up. Now he's getting up.
If you're not going to come to the door, mate, that alarm, get rid by the morning. It's doing my fucking head in. Little fucking cunt.
Is he not answering?
No, I'm just going to wait here for him.
Serious? Are you that mad, like, bro? Has it got you that mad? Because I would have to be quite mad, you know, to do that. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have to be raging, like. That dog doesn't know what's coming, as if he answers that door. I don't think I would if he answers. I think I'd be hiding under the bed. Still no answer, no?
I ain't going to fucking answer, little fucking prick. I'm going to fucking smack him tomorrow. He's fucking wound me up that bad.
Is it outside the house or inside his house or is it outside?
No, he's got a garden alarm, right? Because like the cops come round, like all of them the other day, and apparently like loads of sheds have been getting nicked, robbed and that. So he's took it upon himself to get like a little fucking garden alarm with sensors. It literally goes off every fucking 10 minutes. Here we go.
What, and is it just a beep or?
Get rid of that alarm. That alarm, mate, is pissing me off. It's going off every fucking 2 minutes in your garden. Every 2 minutes. Literally buzzing. Like, and the fact that you haven't fucking heard it yourself to get rid of it is a joke.
I haven't heard it. Honestly.
We'll get some fucking hearing aids then. It's a joke, mate. It's literally every 2 fucking minutes. You're joking. Like, literally like, buzzing. And then 2 minutes later, buzzing again. 2 minutes later, buzzing again. And I thought, you know what? I won't say nothing. I'll give you a chance to listen to it yourself and know that it's taking the piss. It's an absolute nightmare.
Honestly, I didn't realise it was going on.
Get rid of it. Yeah, tomorrow, mate. Get rid of it. Get one that you get notifications for. But like, I ain't fucking having that to joke.
I can. You
Get up there. That is what you call. That is YouTube. He's knocked himself up there, man. That is YouTube right there, people. That was fucking brilliant. That was that as good as what it just was there, or was it just me? I'm not gonna lie. I was I was caught up in the moment there, like full screen it and everything. That's gonna be good getting clipped there. Oh, he probably hadn't noticed. He's like, oh, I've never noticed. Was that right? What she said? Oh, I haven't noticed. Fucking get rid of it tomorrow. That's fucking brilliant. That. That's the one. That's the one. Oh god. I had to. Took me a couple of seconds, like, to comprehend that what he was doing. After I think what nailed it for me. What nailed it for me was the second doorbell ring. I thought, oh, he fucking mean business that way. He only rang it twice. Thought he was just going to do the once and then do the off screen. He's an absolute legend, did he? That was stopping him there. Did he have a cut on his nose there? That looked like a nasty little cut there. You know what I mean? Didn't he? I was like, that was good. That's gonna take some rage inside me to just to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, he's probably still been up yet. It's a bit weird if he's in bed and he's got dressed and gone out and done that. So I'm assuming he's still up and it's a bit good. That must have been doing his head in for ages. Uh, but for me, I don't know. I don't think it would take a lot for me to do that. I know, yeah. He's let me shut this thing out. Yeah, we'll see if we can get him on for 5 minutes if he's still watching. Like, he's a few ghosts, isn't he? I know there's a few chatting, but there's a few ghosts as well there. 29 people at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's what happens, oh man. You know what? Yeah. Oh my god, you know what, YouTube idiots? I never thought I would say that, like, I didn't think you could top the Northern King off tonight, like, coming on, like, he doesn't go many pounds, King. Coming on here, just me and him talking, like we don't know each other, you know what I mean? We don't know each other through YouTube, but I didn't think I could top that night off, right? Not with the normal guest, anyways, but the only thing that could top that off is just man up knocking his next door neighbours up live to complain about the lamb in his garden or something. Don't even know what it was. Some sort of, probably a fly setting your alarm off, you know, one of them infrared things. Every time a moth goes past, big moth sets it off. Oh, it was definitely a moment that like that was a moment, you're right. Man, you've just been part. You've just been part of YouTube Gold there, mate. It's been confirmed by YouTube idiots that that was YouTube Gold. That was fucking brilliant, that mate. Honestly, we just watched it happen live, right? And my mouth's going all dry now. This way. So we just watched that live. You can say you were here. You know, brilliant, that mate. What, and he turned it off already? Yeah, someone said there's an 84-year-old deaf man called Arthur, your next door neighbour, man up. They definitely sounded shook though, I'm not gonna lie, they were shook. Did they have a dressing gown on and that, like, they did come to the door in a pair of pyjamas, or we want to know, come to the door, man, and what they look like, what did they have on, you know what I mean? Imagine if they come to the door and they were, look like bobcat, stood there, trousers around the ankle, bobcat stood there, and like, just man up, just gone past gone past where he's looking at, and he's just letting his anger out about the alarm in the garden. Definitely be talking about that one tomorrow. Man up, 100%. Outlaw King likes a good funny comment as well. And yeah, can't remember them now, but he did crack a few good ones in monks earlier on. Fair play to Monk's been doing alright earlier. Monk's starting to get like a good numbers in, you know, on the night and on the afternoon. And I know he's not bothered about the numbers, but it's still good though, you know what I mean? Still makes you want to do it a little bit more. And yeah, man, I've noticed it's getting some good people in the chat and that. What do you think? Do you think Tunesy's coming back then, or YouTube idiots, or what? Or has he gone? And we think it's bullshit about Ethel, Ethel and the two big sackfuls. Is that what we're saying in general, or because let's face it, if he's telling the truth, and he might be, that's going to anger Tunesy, isn't it? That's going to anger him. I watched it back. He originally took it down. It was on Saturday night where he had that massive rant. He put his camera on and that and showed us his dressing gown. And I think somebody called him a tramp and he just lost it. Started showing us his slippers and that. Saying he was getting a divorce and talked about suicide and that. I know this one just doesn't sound right to me. Brilliant, that man. It's mad, isn't it? How like everything's totally chilled now in the chat. 20 minutes ago, we were watching a man with pure rage knocking his next door neighbour up out of the bed, probably fast asleep. Bing bong, bing bong. Who the fuck's that? Oh, I'm not getting that. Who the fuck is it? I don't fucking know. You go, I'm not fucking going. I'm sure it was a woman. I think there's a woman, like, hair all over the place. Opens the door and there's just man up there, looking right in your face, man, just giving you a fucking doorbell. Oh, the first reaction was, that it was a classic. Oh, I hadn't noticed. I'm sure she said that. Sure, they were her first words. Well, as man up got super duper hearing, like super spidey sense hearing, where he can hear something you can't. Funny, like, oh, you missed it, Joe. You missed the classic. You'll definitely have to rewind about half an hour. Where have you been anyway, Joe? Who else has been any good lives going on tonight or what? Oh, watch a bit of Brian Cockrell. Anybody see Stacey's video of Brian Cockrell where he spat his drink? He tried to spit his milkshake back into the bottle. Oh, honestly, man, I haven't got much love for Brian Cockrell. But that was funny, that, like, that's what his lives are like, right? He's just constantly like this, right? Like this, sticking bog roll up his nose on his line, picking his teeth, and fucking Jimmy Boyle. Oh, fucking hairs up my fucking nose. Oh, yeah. Oh, I put myself shaving. Oh, fucking losing half a pint of blood. Oh, fucking hell. Mm. Fucking cracks his bottle and that and tries to spit it back in. Proper weird bloke, man. Proper weird. But yeah, you're doing well. I had one lasted about a week. I'm not going to tell you the story now, but sad. It wasn't Brian, it was Emma. Sad though. I think you're aware of Just Man Up. You know, the Fringe, aka the Fringe, the Brummy Fringe. Just jumped on me live there with live pictures of him going to knock his next door neighbour up to tell him to turn his garden alarm off because he was doing his nutting. That's all I'm going to tell you. You'll have to You have to rewind. Like, right, get serious. I know that's the thing, because YouTube Idiots obviously is right at the top of Tunes' kill list, isn't he? Basically, he has Tunes has got prepared in his shed 5 body bags, all with names embroidered in them, and YouTube Idiots is right at the top. He's got body bags and everything. He's got a plan of action. He's got it all. He's got everyone's murder wrote out. Mackie, you were third. You were body bag number 3, mate. Wedged in the middle of you and YouTube Idiots is 420. 420's he got his body bag for half price because he's only small. Fucking, if I was your neighbour, I'd be moving out. I wouldn't dare fart. I'd have the telly on like volume number 2. All sat round watching Coronation Street with our ears to the telly. Don't want the Fringe coming out again. Brilliant, that, mate. So you had nasty cut on your nose there, bro. And what have you done there, man? That takes some doing that, crack on your nose there. Painful as well, man. Didn't get thumped off your other neighbour, did you? That wasn't the second time you've been round today, was it? And he bashed you. His bloke had answered the door and give you a right hook on the nose. You'd gone back. One of my favourite dishes of tunes is when they were on about his suit and all that in his dress sense. And just say I've seen better dress salad. I was chuckling when I was putting that in the chat. Just say he hates anything like that, anything to do with how he looks or his clothes. Just anyone who's funny. He hates anyone who is funny on this YouTube. You, honest, you look at the people on his hit list, they're all funny. YouTube Idiot, the funniest person on here is body bag number 1 for a reason. 420. How funny is 420? 420 is hilarious, man. That's why he's number 2 body bag. You know what I mean? And what it is with Aki, we all know Aki's a funny man, right? But he's also like got a bit about him, hasn't he? He's got a bit of talent. He's a geezer. He's everything Tunes wants to be, you know what I mean? That's why he's body bag number 3. Who else do you reckon's on that hit list? Who do you reckon's number 4? Who's number 4 and 5 on Tunes' body bag list? Already embroidered with the names. I don't even think Jim Smith's in the top 5, but not yet. trying to think, oh, Julian, oh, Jawline, you know what it is. He had to pay double for that body bag, for Julian's body bag, just to fit into. Maybe shuffling, maybe he couldn't afford shufflings. That's why he didn't make the top five. But yeah, he hates people being funny. That gets right under his skin, man. But yeah, I was just gonna say, I was gonna start getting worried there, saying, Aldi, are you feeling alright, son? 1:20, you're still in Moon's chat being funny. I was giving you another 5 minutes, and then I was gonna tell you to go back. No idea what that means, like, not a clue. Oh yeah, man. It's not like you. Riddle and Kelvin, I would never ever put them words together. That's like putting Riddle and Bright 77 together. Yes, man. Nice one, man. Nice one out. One of my favourite geezers on here, Aldi. Stinks of fish, and he wears Crocs. You know what I mean? He's also got the knack. He's also got the ability to drop in any single chat. Doesn't matter if they're in the middle of the biggest beef on YouTube. Aldi will just go in out of the chat. He's up on the like shit bit Steve's anyone. Sure, Gav was going to bed about 2 hours ago. Like that's what it's like the Northern King, you know. Like you kept him in the back garden for like an hour and a half. Absolutely brutal, man. It's mad though, right? Because Tracky was never in any beef, like any beef at all when I first started watching him. And I think it was Gabby's here. I heard Gabby say on somebody's panel yesterday that one of Tracky's lives was in his top 3 lives ever on YouTube. And I know the one he's on about. What Aki used to do was talking and that, and about EastEnders and that, all the old EastEnders characters while he was mixing. Hold tight. Aki was always in my 4 o'clock in the morning jobbies from the car or work on night shift. Aki was always in them chats. So there was only about 8 of us. Well put, yeah. Couldn't really put it any better, to be fair. Harsh but true. Shuffling was saying something about didn't his dog was shitting in the kitchen or something. You know, even the dog shit scared him. See that YouTube idiot being just straight and honest, yeah. But I don't think Tunes would read that statement there, and that would just like he'd have some comeback for that. He couldn't just accept it. That's normal, you know what I mean? He'd find some way to disagree with that comment there, and that's it. That's what's wrong with him, man. He's a fact for you, right? This chat now is 31 people, right? So the other week, right? June started shouting this American bloke out, didn't he? Mr. Unknown, yeah. Mr. Unknown just popped up on his panel and Tunesy started rimming him, didn't he? Yeah, we'll all come on, we help. Yeah, I'll share your live, share Mr. Unknown's link, share it. So all he went on about was this American Mr. Unknown, right? His new bum chum, yeah. So then he spent the whole day or the whole every minute of his next live or two telling everyone to go in this fella's live, right? Go in this fella's live. So the next time he went live, I got a notification, and within 5 minutes, there's like 8 people on the panel, and Tunesy's in the corner, right? There's about 50 people on the panel. 50 people in the chat. Tunesy's taken over the panel. There's about 8 of them on there. He's got them all laughing. He's the main man, everything Tunesy wants on YouTube. He's got at this minute on this panel, right, with this American dude. Within 5 or 10 minutes, there was 100 people in there, right? Double what this bloke normally gets. 100 people. Out of them extra 50, about 30 of them was all us lot. And what are we going to do as soon as we get there in this chat? What are we going to do when we see our Tunesy enjoying himself on a panel and taking over a panel? What's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to start giving him shit. And within 5 minutes, he went from a total hero on this panel to just to getting ran off, basically. But my point is, why, right? Why would he? Why doesn't he just go on them panels and not tell anyone he's going, right? If he hadn't shouted that blog out and shared his link up for 2 days, none of us would have even heard of him or thought about going in. So if Tunesy hadn't said that, he would have a channel there where he's the main man, you know what I mean? Everyone's loving Tunesy. But instead of that, he was that for 5 minutes. And then we all went, but just told him what he's like, you know what I mean? That's it. You don't think he went on there again. But he asked for all that. That's how thick he is. That's how thick he is. You know what I mean? Boring, don't get me started with boring. Man's created like another persona because his own is so boring that he's created another one where he can just put an act on and pretend to be rock hard and pretend he was Muhammad Al Fayed's lift, personal lift guard. Remember that one? He said his Muhammad Al Fayed went to the hospital where he was security guard, but his bouncer, who normally takes him up to the 5th floor in the lift, was off sick. So Tunesy stepped in as Muhammad Al Fayed's personal guard for three flights, and he was that overwhelmed in the lift for them 3 flights that he said he farted. That's his claim. That's his claim of fame. Farted in a lift with Muhammad Al Fayed. No lie. And check that out if you haven't heard that one. Check that out, man. I think after that performance tonight, just man up. After that performance tonight, right, and when it gets shown on a few lives tomorrow, yeah, people are gonna. You've gone up. You've gone up, mate. You've gone up in flying high, man. You'll be flying high, I tell you. It's funny though, like. Funny. Did you hear that story though, Terry? That's true. That what he said about Muhammad Al Fayed. He only told us, well, 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Unless he said it before. I haven't heard. Fucking Muhammad Al Fayed. I reckon Tunesy wore one of them, you know what they wear in the Navy? Them blue dead tight jumpers with a big security massive badge and the patches on the elbows and on the shoulders. Tunesy got one like Tunesy got a small. If that doesn't go get on there right tomorrow, if that isn't the first intro tomorrow on YouTube Silence, there's something wrong. Like next door neighbours are still arguing now, saying, "Oh, fancy saying, fancy saying that you'd never noticed, you silly cow." She's like, "Well, what else do you want me to say?" I don't know. I don't know if there's been anyone like GMU for a long time, has there? Just like bounces on and that. That's what makes YouTube though, like what it is. To be fair, my goal right is to get Bidsy on. Trevor Biddle, to get Bidsy and JMU on the same panel. That's got to be a goal, hasn't it? Both with the cameras on. That is like a Usyk and Fury, isn't it? The Usyk and Fury of fringes. There's some content in that, like, isn't there? Banging Bear Yeti. Banging Bear Yeti. Rumour is that Leo has got a revolving door in his bedroom. It's the rumour. I heard someone put it in the chat the other day. Studley Moore, man. Yeah, man, I know. I get you, bro. It was funny. Bear Yetis. Quality that word. See what I mean about having to go to the. You can't just read one of Kelvin's comments will never make sense to you unless you read the one before. As if he could go he, as if he couldn't be any more of a gadgie, right? Than what he's done tonight. Then he comes out with that comment. Bum and run. Bum and run. Sounds like some tunes he would do that, like bum and run. Okay. Oh, mate, yeah, man. Fucking hell, know what you mean. Like never to be ever seen on any other channel than Fighting Trolls. Elvis. Didn't he get Pablo some tickets for a Rangers game? He was weighing money. I'm sure Pablo went to meet him a few times. He took him to the old firms. I know what you mean. I know what you mean about the nightmares. It was weird, wasn't he? I think he was really called Elvis. I didn't see that one. Fucking behave, man. I was fucking dead here, like. You know when YouTube idiots will like when something's really funny, you put uh, crying or I'm dying, and that's when you know that like just do what I've just done there. Which one? YouTube idiots, which is high, right? Crying and loads of laughy faces, or dying here and loads of laughy faces. I'm trying to delete them there. Trying to change my avatar. Like I don't want that bad John. I want my one that I use in the chat, Janino. You know, the really gay picture of Janino. Um, there's a few. We'll have to get the word out about that. About JMU's performance tonight. Like we'll have to. I think Northern King might get that clipped. You know, that might even make Northern King's channel that. That would have been class if Northern King was on as well when he did that. That would have been gold. Yeah, man, go on, of course you can. You can say what you like. You'd be lucky to find the top five, you like Teabag Tracy. I bet the local taxi firm is I bet just man you. Bet if all local taxis know just man up's address only. Have that taxi on speed dial, man. 4:30 every other day. 4:30. Taxi. I bet man up doesn't even get out of the bed. You know. I bet he doesn't even get out. You know, see them at the door and that. Oh, Phil, tell us you seen what happened there, mate. Please. And the question to Phil as well is that something that you would do? Like, can you see where he's coming from there, or just man up? Oh, missed it, man. You'll have to go back about an hour, Phil, like to see just a bit of classic YouTube live doorstepping by Just Man Up. I don't even want to explain it because I wouldn't do it any justice. Like I'd have to script it to be funny. We basically turned over his next door neighbours because he had because of being spate of burglaries in that area. His next door neighbour decided they would get this little garden alarm, and for the last 2 days it's been beeping every like 5 minutes to the point where Just Man Up has just lost it. Like, to the point where Just Man Up has just had enough. Yeah, so he's waited till 1 o'clock in the morning, jumped on this live panel, and he's at his next door neighbour's doorbell. Yeah, he's at his next door neighbour's doorbell, man, and he's not taking. He's not leaving till somebody's answered. All the while being like on big screen on here, and this hasn't been confirmed, but I think it sounded like a woman who'd answered, man. So I'm guessing she's had a dressing gown on or something. And she opens the door at 1 in the morning. She's confronted by Just Man Up, and he's not happy. He's not happy at all. Like, and he proceeds to tell her how she needs to get rid of this alarm. Like tomorrow, he has been fair. He did say tomorrow, but under no uncertain terms was that alarm going to be going off after tomorrow without somebody getting killed. And all this was on the live, It was fucking hilarious. You Oh, Phil PP got ran off as well. He did as well. What happened there, man? That was ages ago. Yeah, I think PP got fully ran off by Mr. England and Jim Smith. As soon as PP went, Jim Smith went, and then Mr. England. The job was done. Yep, there's PP. Let's go and get rid of it. Look, that was fucking brilliant. Well, I'm getting Jockney vibes off Jim now. Like, I think we're going to get the Jim Smith call out video. He's finally going to put his camera on in his kitchen, do a bit of shadow boxing, jockey style. I'm not going to lie, I'm dying to know what Jim Smith looks like. I'm not going to lie, I sound a bit tunesy there, don't I? It's a bit weird. It's just to settle my mind, you know what I mean? Because I think I've got it nailed down to a T. Like, got a mullet, 100% mullet. Trying to think of what I can like in the mullet too. Proper 80s style, you know. And I think I'm pretty sure that he's got a Stetson. He wears a Stetson. It's either a Stetson or, a Crocodile Dundee hat. Definitely one of them. I'm not sure yet whether he's got biker boots on or cowboy boots, with the spurs on. Surprised you don't get arrested daily with that fringe. You must get pulled up all the time in that fringe. I can't imagine you being at the light and police car pulls up, just looks to the left, and just starts flagging you over. They're going to have to have a look at you. Gav B's loving it, isn't he? Gav B's getting a break, and he's been praying for somebody like Just Man Up to turn up with a award-winning fringe. There's still a reward out for Gav's fringe, by the way. I don't know, was there a sighting? What was the last sighting, Phil, of Gav's fringe? Because I know there was a couple on eBay. There was a couple claiming to be Gav's fringe, right? But it wasn't. They were good copies, right? But and apparently one turned up on Joe Kidd's website as well. Joe had obviously seen the market there. He'd watched 5 minutes of Alive, heard how much this fringe is worth, and got his men on the job, didn't he? I'm quite proud of myself that I managed to put it on full screen as well, aren't you? That's quite good for me, that. His own fault with it, but what kind of twisted man comes up with that? Fuck me. I was thinking, right, so that's a comment, that's a phrase, isn't it? Fringe benefits. That's an actual something, man. But okay, I can't see many benefits with that fringe. That's that's turned that comment right on its head. Fucking hell, Kelvin. How can you make me go back here to explain this? See, we gotta know why you cried for 6 decades now. So I have to go back. Not hair anymore. Oh, that doesn't even go with that. So go with that. That was fucking funny that way. That would have got a crying for me that way out loud. Anywhere else. But this is the hard school YouTube idiots. If you get a crying off YouTube idiots, man, that's like getting a nickname in Jaleesa's chat. Well, there you go, for There you go, for I do my own hair, me, like, honestly. Saves me a fortune, man. Because just man up, I don't know if he has his own tongs or whether he goes to the barbers for a tongue fringe. But I can imagine a barber wanting good money for doing somebody's fringe like that, just being associated with that. I wonder if he goes in, he has a deal where he goes in after hours, so no one else sees it, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, right? This is the God's honest truth, right? So in the bedroom, I've got sliding wardrobes, yeah, sliding mirror wardrobes, yeah. And on the other side of the room, I've recently got another mirror, right? It's not staying there. Anyway, so where I've got it, I've just noticed tonight when I sat on the bed looking into one of the mirrors, I could see the back of my hair, could see the back of my head where it looks like. It's not a good sight, like. It's one of them, how many people ever look at themselves from behind? Like, it's very rare you see the back of your own head, isn't it? You know what I mean? But I seen it today and there's like a proper bald patch going on where it's like, looks like shape of Australia. It's not even round. Hey, I showed you the top of my head on Saturday. If you were lucky enough to see it. Showed you the fringe line, and honestly, looks like I've got a tattoo. Looks like it's been tattooed perfectly. It's like somebody's like, what could you put it, half a football or something on the front of my head and just done a line across it. Well, I could grow that. Like my hair is still growing. Yeah, I'm not. I'm honestly, like if I leave it for 2 weeks and I get the clippers on it, it's making a mess. You know what I mean on the floor. So it is still growing, but it's not growing in like one certain part on the back of my head. Makes it a bit of a problem. You know what I mean? Does anyone remember? Now, just man up, you cannot remember this, right? So you've got to be out of the equation on this one. But if there's a few 50-year-olds that might remember this haircut, right? The step. Did anyone have a step? You just had a massive step in the back of your hair at the back. Okay, now. Yeah, man up's got one on the front. Yeah, man, the step. I think it was before the flat top. Telling you, man, I had a few steps. Had a flat top for about a year. Now better than coming out of the hairdressers with brand new flat top. Feel like the bee's knees, man. Telling you, bro. Yeah. Bobby Brown, eh? Is that what you called him, a crew cut? Yeah, flat top we called him, mate. I thought crew cuts all of it off, didn't it? Short back and all off. Six-inch fucking party. I don't know when PP put his camera on Scousers the other day. I don't know if you clipped it. Did anyone clip it? Mate, YouTube idiot. He put his camera on for about 10 seconds. I've never seen a haircut like it. It wasn't PP that like. It was an imposter. Looked like Bob's pigeons had been nesting in it for about a week. Scares me at later, Stevie. Respect, man. Funny Steve like a bit. I watch. He pops up all over Steve. Always funny, man. Don't know why he's having beef. What's the beef with Jim Smith and PP? What's the score on that one? I didn't see that coming. I thought he liked PP. Like PP's not really bothered, is he? You know what I mean? He's not bothered, man. Benny, what have I told you about spamming the chat with pissing myself laughing? That PMSFL is just as bad as wearing Crocs, mate. It's like a lol. We don't really have lols in this chat. You know what I mean? But you can have 5 minutes for that. Seriously. And after the 5 minutes, now everyone in the chat has got 5 minutes to get up all their insults for you when you come back on. Honestly, YouTube's biggest flip flopper, man. Benny and the Bin Getters. Seriously, Benny. And as you know, he called me a Wally, didn't he? He called me a Wally. And I just can't accept that. Not on a live panel, man. I really spat me tea out. Fucking Wally. I mean, hasn't Benny supposed to have been in prison and that? How do you get away with calling somebody a Wally in prison or laughing at your own jokes all day? Like, you can't last like that in prison, can you? Yeah, it was a quality comment of Aki earlier on. It was proper roadman stuff, the tunes he could only dream about, you know what I mean? Calling, he was basically saying in English, it translated to, just man up, how come you aren't getting bare women off YouTube looking like the way you do? But Aki put his own roadman spin on it. Looking, just remember Bear Yetis or something like that. Bear Yetis. Why would you come in the chat where you're going to get your first few comments you see and stuff that I just wouldn't go in there, would you really? You just don't, man. Just say, I just swear that. It's even more Jim up. Fuck Jim up. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute anyway. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else is live, but and it has been quality, you know what I mean? But it's like 2:10. And I feel like I'm proper whispering, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't mind jumping in someone else's chat. Absolute, without a doubt, star of the show tonight. Closely second to the Northern King. Definitely worth a little watch back of that because proper legend of the YouTube, our Northern King. What's Benny doing calling himself Sergeant Major #1 Crack Commandos? Yeah, man. Massive respect. Yeah, Phil, if you're still awake now, Phil, there's nothing to watch, right? Just rewind about an hour, mate, and watch what you missed. You will, no, it's an hour you won't get back, but yeah, man. Respect to everyone who's been in, everyone who was in earlier, and the 24 that are still in, man. Respect Jimbo, respect Stevie. See you all.